in the square mall shooting.
That shit
Niggas
is
shooting up the mall.
That shit is alive and well.
Just today. I'm tired of niggas shooting shit up too, bro.
White kid.
I'm tired of niggas shooting shit up.
What I'm looking for? Oh, let me just open Facebook. We
And,
live though.
and it's crazy how when they shoot the malls up, they never find the shooter. Like if you shoot anything else up, they find you. When you shoot a mall up, they never find the shooter. They can't find him right now.
Cause there don't be no security in the mall. Shoot that bitch up and run right on out.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode.
To the security at the mall.
Words of KB.
Nigga, what?
We got my man Basic Logic in the building.
You're.
We also got my man. I let him introduce himself.
Hey, Mr. Keith, aka Brother Keith, aka Chronic Knowledge, C Knowledge. That's knowledge with a C, not a K.
Hold on.
Yerp.
Why that nigga always get to say that extra shit on there?
Yeah, it's
All
my
right,
shit.
all right, Basic Logic. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself
I
today.
ain't got nothing to say.
Nigga, shut up. What the hell you talking about? Oh man, I'm just setting up the live and shit, man. But I
Yeah,
think
so,
we're
yeah.
good to go right now.
And who are you?
I'm motherfucking KB.
You're
Motherfucking Alexander the Great. If you met me about 7 years ago,
DJ the
you know what I'm
Great.
saying. I was also DJ Sinclair for a time.
For 2 weeks.
You know what I'm saying. But now you know me
You
as,
know Yeezy and
as
Serato?
KB. You know what I mean. And it's all good. But it's our second week with the live video. So we working through the kinks, but you know I'm happy with what we have so far. I put out the what's called episode today, man. Y'all make sure y'all check it out.
Indian one?
No, I put that out last week, bro.
Oh. I don't remember sharing that shit.
Yeah, you probably didn't share it.
Nah, I be sharing that. I just don't remember that name of that one, though.
So oh yeah, make sure you share the live broadcast, man, so motherfuckers can look this. Oh, you ain't got your phone on you anyway. So a lot of shit been happening in social media, man. I think we gotta start off with my man. What's his real name? DeAndre Cortez. That's motherfucking Draco.
nigga.
Motherfucking Soldier Boy.
That nigga real name?
This
Let me take this
right
shot.
here is my swag.
So we gotta pay homage first of all, man, cause the motherfucker he started all this internet shit, man.
Hey man, I fuck with Soldier Boy.
You know what I'm saying? You
Big
can't,
Draco.
Nigga, that
You
y'all
can't
miss y'all. I used to love
yeah,
that.
you
shit.
can't say you don't fuck with Soldier Boy if you did the Superman.
Everybody did this.
Everybody did the Superman. Hoe. That was that like the first viral music?
What you consider? Viral?
Like, yeah, I'm saying like viral as it shot off that fucking fast.
Well,
that's when
definitely
YouTube was slow.
hip hop. Definitely
Yeah, hip-hop.
He made hip hop international, I would say.
Yeah.
Made it international, you think?
I think so. Like, I can't.
I don't know about international,
It was
but
international before Snoop.
No.
Before Soldier Boy.
I'm
but
talking about, like, far as,
like
like
because
the
I got
young-
high was
I
international.
think what he did
Was it, though?
Everybody was playing because I got high.
In China?
Yeah,
Everybody was
the
playing
Afro
because
Man
I got
was-
high.
Afro Man was
I don't
hitting.
really- I
Well,
don't
you
And you
crazy.
got to think about Run DMC and shit. They been going.
Yeah, that's
But
not.
I
yeah.
think Soldier Boy was the first time a young independent nigga. 'Cause
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
What happened was he went viral. Basically, what happens nowadays, a good song will go viral before they even get a deal.
Mhm.
So they don't even know the ins and outs, the mechanics of it. So Soldier Boy dropped that, didn't have a deal. Mr. Collar Park came through, got him an independent deal, and now you get to keep all your money. So
That
now
man
you're a
got
rich,
paid.
now you a young millionaire, and you also got to think about what Soldier Boy is not telling us. You can't tell me you have all those millions years ago and you didn't invest in some of these things that Nas invested in, that Jay-Z. It be groups of people investing, dropping millions off here and there. That's why they be talking all that shit.
But how old was he when that song dropped? Like,
12.
13, 14.
He was triggering off that.
so he might, if he didn't have the right people in his corner, he probably didn't invest in those type of things.
He got to have at least a little bit of that.
Cause he said he made 7 million straight up off of that song. 7 million
You think about all the shit he
straight
produced
all the way to
after
him.
that, like Gucci
I don't know.
Bandana.
I think he tricked off a lot of his money.
I think he did too.
He sound like he just now starting to like invest in shit now.
I mean,
I don't think he tricked all of it off. I think he still got enough to.
No,
just
he got
chill.
bread. He got bread, but he definitely bullshitted with his money.
Well, I'll put it like this. Like I was telling Kelvin earlier, after you make that first million, you can kind of just live life. So to your point, yeah, you probably chipped off a lot of money, but he's not. He don't have to go out here and work a job. Of how Jay Quan be looking like tipsy niggas.
damn. But
Like,
he only had about 2 hits.
But if you would have kept all your like Soulja Boy was independent,
Yeah,
that's why you
yeah.
made so much money.
Yeah.
If you don't sign that deal, because
Why
you
did
get
y'all
that
bring up
advance.
Jaquan? Did y'all see a picture of him at Zaxby's or something?
Nah, I think
Nah,
he
he
just
was
looked
on
for a one hit
He was
wonder,
on that
right?
BET expose, that one hit wonder thing.
I don't
so.
know, but he was one. That was a good song. Yeah,
It's a good song. He just
Tipsy
didn't.
and that,
They
but
just he
yeah.
signed. He
It was
was on his
another one.
production deal and why he didn't make the money he was supposed to because he signed a production deal. Then they signed with So Def, so it's split up two ways.
That's crazy.
And he wasn't a superstar like how Drake is, but if it's split that many ways, you still making millions because you making hella bread.
Right.
So yeah, Soulja Boy, he started that shit, that viral shit, that dance shit, that crank that yank
Bro,
shit.
he
Remember
started
all
that
them?
shit.
Bro, you remember that? All them niggas had the hell.
Crank that yank,
Jock made that
Batman, motherfucking. I love the Batman. Like that was about what? Nigga, what?
Boom. This slide.
Hey, that shit was right,
So
man.
that nigga couldn't do that shit.
Nigga, that shit, them shit was dumb easy, man. That was the thing. Everybody could do them dances.
I can't believe this nigga performed it at Yams Day and still knew the move. Like Soulja Boy was like that.
Bro,
Superman.
he probably be doing them shit, them his dances. He don't forget them shits.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That Gucci bandana is still hard though.
Yeah.
I said, damn, that was a hard ass.
Bro,
song.
he
Gucci
had-
Man and Shawty Low.
He was going hard for about 5 years. Like he
That
had
nigga
about
We
2 or
Made
3
It,
hits
that shit was a
every
hit.
year.
He was on that song?
He produced that shit.
Oh, I don't remember that shit.
Bro,
He was on the very beginning, and Drake come in and rip the rest.
he had like 2 or 3 hits every year, like big hits.
Yeah, he was definitely
Soldier.
like. Yeah, the thing
Real.
with him is that because I think he started like that whole like making beats on the internet shit too, like
Oh,
the
he-
Fruity Loop
Yeah,
shit.
he said it.
Like, yeah, he started a lot of that shit
Yeah,
too
he
because
said-
he
he said
did it. He kept. I mean, him and Gucci Man are like the pioneers of like independent rap. I feel like.
But nah.
said Gucci Man?
I think.
Yeah, I gotta get Gucci
No,
a
no.
lot of
I think
credit,
I think it's a southern thing for us to be independent. Cause remember Rap A Lot and Master P and them. They were independent first. Mr. College Park, TVT Records. They were independent. Big Oop in them. Independent. I think independence is a southern.
It's been
thing.
there. Yeah, it's been there.
Because up north they didn't fuck with us.
Yeah.
So you had to be independent because ain't no record labels in the south other than
Yeah.
LaFace.
Well, yeah, independent with like they still had major companies like Universal and them doing their in like Atlantic or wherever doing their
distribution.
their
yeah.
distribution
You gotta have that.
and their
Yeah, yeah.
production, like just so they can get their shit everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I
They
think
was keeping a lot of,
We
but
got
they
a
ain't
question.
giving niggas like the movies. What'd you say?
We got a question for the comments too, man. Wilson, man. Wilson Kim. We was just talking about y'all, man. We
Hell
said,
yeah.
hey,
Hey,
keep telling what he said,
Hey, if
bro.
it ever go down, my nigga. if the apocalypse come, any of that, we fucking with you. We coming down. We fucking with all the Kimbals.
I'm trying to be an honorary Kimball
hey,
guy.
look, listen, I can't hunt like you, but I damn sure will skin some shit up, bro. I do all the other shit we gotta do. You know what I mean? But I already know we gonna survive.
Right.
Bring some
But
dogs down there, let y'all train them dogs.
right, but he said who was in Soulja Boy's corner to aid him to make a good decision. I can't.
Mr. Collar Park.
That was
What
I was
he
trying
doing
to say what artist was
you
next
mean,
to him.
You mean good decision?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I can't think of an artist that was.
No role. He
But-
didn't have no role
but-
model. Like Bow Wow had like Jermaine Dupri. Like I don't think Soldier.
But
He had Gucci Man.
But check this though. But Soulja Boy said it in the interview. You listen to it. He said, "See, they weren't even fucking with him. See, nowadays a Jay-Z, a J. Cole would fuck with Lil Pump.
Nobody was fucking with him.
He said they felt like hell. I remember that shit. They was calling him out.
Yeah,
so
they was.
I'm a
Yeah,
young nigga trying to come up. I want advice, but you ain't fucking with me because you said I'm killing hip hop.
Yep.
Hell, Nas came out with hip hop is dead, thinking it's this little nigga killing hip hop. So I can see why he didn't
That
get
shit
that.
crazy.
Why he didn't get that. Support like he needed.
yeah,
That's
that
why
mentorship. Yeah,
It's almost synonymous to what happens in the hood, right? If somebody who's successful don't come and fuck with you, you go fuck with a Gucci Man and Shawty Low
Yeah.
and niggas like that, and you get caught up in that shit because these are niggas that's fucking with you, and they are just as successful, just in a different manner.
So
He ain't
let-
got no kids.
Nah.
I don't think he said nothing about no kid.
don't
He
even
definitely on that
know.
interview said he's fucking raw though.
He said,
Yeah,
Nah, he
Big
said
J,
I'm
come here,
fucking
what you talking about?
yeah. I remember he was fucking with Cat Stacks crazy ass. Niggas
talk-
forgot about.
Did you
Cat
watch the
Stacks
interview?
crazy ass. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I watched it later than everybody else.
Yeah,
but I watched
He,
it. That
he
shit
fuck
was
with
funny.
Teddy Riley daughter now.
Bro, I looked up. She bad. She is bad.
Lately?
Yeah.
No, what happened
She's
to
had a lot
her?
of surgery.
Nah, she's not. She's
That ain't
past that
surgery?
now. She's just been eating.
Nigga, the picture I saw, she looked good.
Yeah, she was bad.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I think recent. Like you see on Marriage Boot Camp, the latest shit. She's eating.
So let me
She's
ask
still
you.
pretty though. She's still pretty than motherfucker.
Yeah, let me ask y'all this. So what's the difference between a superstar like Soulja Boy and Lil Bow Wow?
There isn't.
There
They're
ain't no
in the
difference.
So
same.
y'all think they are exactly the same?
Yeah.
Came the same way,
I think
didn't
the
really.
I think the difference lies in the actual talent, as far as like Bow Wow being that young and being able to rap,
Mm.
and Soulja Boy just doing the bullshit rap. But they're both about the same as far as the age. And
So you think
money
Soulja
and
Boy is the
influence.
bullshit rap?
He's not writing deep lyrics. Like
I think
like,
Bow Wow to
had
me is
cadences.
more.
Like T.I. was writing shit for him, and he was spitting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say more talented, but I guess they have two different levels of talent. Because I think Soulja Boy was more like on the level of like production and stuff, and Bow Wow, like you saw, like niggas talk all that shit about Bow Wow, but Bow Wow had some good movies. Like Mike was good.
Bruh, he had like 1.5.
No, like Mike was good. Roll Bounce was good, and
I don't know about Roll Bounce.
Roll Bounce was
I don't
good.
know about Roll Bounce.
I don't know about no
Y'all
Roll
watch-
Bounce.
did y'all
Like
watch
Mike,
Roll
I
Bounce?
give you that one.
Roll Bounce was good, and
D-Ray-
Lottery Ticket was
D-Ray
funny
like
as hell
that.
too.
Like now, Lottery Ticket was funny.
Roll Bounce, go back and watch Roll Bounce. Like Roll Bounce was better than ATL.
ATL was
The only
trash.
reason it was better than ATL because they lied in the marketing about ATL. I'm still mad to this day about ATL.
That ATL could have been a great movie.
Bro, do you remember the marketing though? Before
Nah, I don't remember that
shit.
shit.
Before you knew it was about fucking skating, T.I. was like, "Yeah, it's ATL. We better show y'all how we do it in Atlanta."
That's what y'all niggas was doing down
No.
there.
Hold on.
Nobody would go.
King album coming soon. Bro, we all know who T.I. is.
Right.
We all know Dope Boys in the Trap. You telling me the movie called ATL? Oh, shit, nigga. We about to get some, like, Menace to Society,
man.
Atlanta type shit. Because they never told you the premise. Lauren London in it. Big Boy in it. You like, oh, shit.
That shit
They
was
come out. These niggas in high school?
Yeah,
High school?
That shit was a love story, bruh.
Bro,
Yeah,
these
it
niggas
was-
it's a high school skating love story. Give me back my chain. Like,
That shit was whack, bruh.
What you call it? What
I
you
guess
call
I
it was
could've
actually
last
a
night.
better Atlanta movie. What's the shit called that came out last year?
Superfly?
Superfly was actually
Superfly-
more.
I still
that
gotta
was
watch
more
that
like
shit.
Atlanta. 'Cause
That's
still
it was
gotta watch
strip
that.
club parties.
Exactly.
Like,
Superfly is what I thought Atlanta would have been.
But hell, the show Atlanta is more Atlanta than all them.
I love that show.
That shit is so Atlanta.
Bruh, that dude that played Paperboy,
You ever heard of like outside in an interview?
he is an actor.
Straight up.
Bro, I saw him in this in Bell
Straight
Street,
up.
in Bell Street Could Talk. What you call it? I saw him in interviews.
I watched his
I've seen-
interviews.
I've
I
seen-
was like,
in
this.
anything else?
With that Bell Street Could Talk, he's in that movie.
He
I
got some
seen
more
clips
shit
in
coming
that.
too.
Does
He-
he sound
he-
real
he-
proper or something?
He sound totally different
Yo, he
than the
sound like he's in the
Paperboy.
70s. Like each role he plays different. He's in another show where he plays like he's wearing a suit and tie. He plays like a lawyer or something.
Yeah,
But bro,
He
when
always gonna look dirty. I don't care what type of suit he got on.
you right about that.
I mean,
But
he looked like, but his acting like he
his
totally
range-
different, bro. It's crazy.
The way he plays Paperboy and the way he is in the interview lets you know that this nigga is an actor.
Well,
Like-
buddy, he kind of retarded, but he a decent actor too.
Oh, look, Keith Stanfield.
Yeah.
I fuck with
Yeah,
him.
I mean that show
You ever
is
seen
full
that
of
movie?
great. That show is full of great
know.
actors.
I mean, we already had talked about
I
on
love
other
some
podcasts
Zaza Beetz, too.
how talented Childish is. So we knew he wasn't gonna be
Put no
starring with
bullshit.
no bullshit ass
Yeah.
motherfuckers. That little girl, his little baby mama, cute though.
The white girl?
No,
You
nigga.
talking about
Oh,
the
you talking
show?
about on the show? I'm about to say.
Yeah, she's straight now.
But yeah, and I like I can't wait till the season come back because they went off on tour, so now he's gonna come back superstar. I want to see this.
Well,
next
I
season.
wonder, are they gonna start it with him being back, or are they gonna show like flashbacks of him being?
They gonna have to show when he was on tour.
I
But
don't
yeah,
think-
probably
I don't think-
He
flashbacks
not
though.
with which color in his Mac? He didn't go on tour.
Well,
with
he
him.
did.
No, he did.
That
Remember,
was
he
the last
signed
thing.
back with
Yeah,
his
that
buddy.
was the last thing
Yeah.
that it was about.
Oh yeah, that shit. Nah, that was that the last episode
Yeah.
when they went to Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
That shit was so real, bro. I was like, nigga must knew my life.
Right. Hey.
'Cause I done had some wild ass.
When I
times
saw
at
that,
Georgia
I was like,
Southern.
and look, then how old
Georgia
girl just
Southern
turned up out of nowhere. That's real too.
Nah,
Like,
that was a crazy episode, man.
hey,
That was a crazy ass
girls will
episode.
switch up on you.
Who
bro.
else is helping him write that? I need to look
That
on that.
I don't
Hiro, what's his name? Hiro Makashima dude.
So a Japanese dude?
I mean, he's Asian of the. You know, them Asians be in the culture, like
Nigga, they dive
study-
deep in the
they
culture.
study our culture. Like they
Bruh,
study
you
this
see them
shit.
doing
They
hip
must
hop
have went
dance,
and
boy.
lived
They
in-
kill that
He
shit.
must have went and lived in a dorm for a year to get them stories.
I mean, he could have went to HBCU. Ain't no
Oh,
telling.
and you also think about the writers too. I like with ATL. If you look, they give different directors roles. So it's almost like
a lot of people been doing that. In
Yeah,
shows.
it's
They do
like
that a lot of
People-
shows, yeah.
Different
Yeah.
people produce different episodes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So you also get that new flavor too. So I think that's what makes a lot of these episodes dope. Shit. Speaking of different directors, you see Issa Rae coming out with that movie with
Yeah, with the
Regina
little
Hall and
kid.
that little girl.
Yeah.
From
Marseille.
from
Bro, I
Blackish.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
the way
she's
she
It
so
look
funny.
it look like it
She's
might be
fun.
funny.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, it like it's
that's
gonna
gonna
be
be. It's gonna break. It's gonna break records.
I don't think it's gonna break the record.
Oh, it's gonna break.
Now, did
Nah,
y'all-
Right,
not
it's
no
gonna-
comedy, man.
Bro, it's gonna break records.
Ain't no comedy gonna break
It's
records.
gonna be like Think Like a Man, bro. It's gonna break. It's gonna be that.
Think
that-
like a man broke records.
Hell yeah, for black box office, yeah.
Are we counting Black Panther and Black Box Office?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit ain't breaking no records then. Ain't nothing beating Black Panther.
No, it's not
Nothing's
records,
gonna be
not-
like a
not-
Marvel movie. It just
gonna
brings
be- it's
too
gonna
many-
be
too
like,
many of
It's
it.
gonna be
It's
it's gonna be
It's gonna
successful.
be, it's gonna be the record like all black woman cast record. Like
Okay,
it might be
if you
Girls
go that
Trip
deep.
type of thing. Cause she's like the youngest executive producer. Like that young girl
Mm.
is executive producing her own movie.
That's
Raven
dope.
Simone didn't even do that.
Yeah, that's dope.
She
I mean,
don't do that
yeah,
with
I think it's fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I like the trailer, so
Yeah, the
it's
trailer
gonna be
was-
good.
I'm just trying to figure out how they're gonna because it's so the time is so sensitive.
Mm.
Like, did you see the? I saw the trailer with Luke James in it, right? So the premise is, Regina Hall. They wish her to be young, so now she's a 14-year-old girl, right?
Mhm.
Boom. She's dating Luke James. Like Regina Hall is dating Luke James in the movie.
Who the
So-
fuck is Luke James?
You know the nigga from what's that?
White
what's
boy?
that? No, the black boy from what movie was that? New Edition. Well, he was in New Edition. He played Johnny Gill. He played Johnny Gill in New Edition.
Oh,
The nigga that can sing.
yeah, he does look like.
Bruh,
Bruh,
so
how do
he
you know
can't-
that nigga name?
Because
You
I
know
like
all the
his music.
people named like,
'Cause I
like
know
the white
his
people.
music. I know his music. And plus, you have support black actors.
Oh, that's Luke James.
Yeah.
I've heard his song. I didn't know that was
he
him
can
though.
sing.
Yeah.
So in the scene,
Got a
now
old
it's a
school.
little girl, 14. He's in there. He starts dancing because he's thinking his girl is home.
Yeah,
And he's like, what's this little girl doing here? So I just wonder how they finna play with this like R. Kelly thing going on.
Oh,
and this,
Lord.
no, I'm saying because she's 14. Because when they do those movies where somebody goes little and they still have a boyfriend, they still kind of like interact and shit. So I'm just
I
like,
can't
how-
remember. I don't know. I can't remember where they had a young person interacting with an older
Bruh,
person
they
when
do
they're
this-
not like.
Tom Hanks, big. What's the other one with
That's
Emilio
Boy.
Estevez? No, but he did with a girl. He was dealing with older women. Like
No, but he met her as a boy, and then
the boy is trying to holler at the girl. Like
well, he was an adult though.
No, but the boy was still trying to holler at the girl.
No, he was an adult though.
They switched bodies, so the adult was in the boy body. And the
Man,
boy
what
was,
you talking? You talking about big?
No, not big.
I'm about to say that.
the
Ain't
body
big.
swap. Is that Emilio Estevez in that?
I don't know that. I ain't see that one. I was talking about big. I like that.
I
Ain't
mean, I
big.
think it's
grew
gonna
up-
be
he
funny
grew
because
up.
Mhm.
if you watch Blackish, she kind of had like I remember she had a scene when her sister came home from college and the little Trevor Jackson dude or whatever, she was kind of crushing on him,
I do remember that.
and they interact. I think they'll make it kind of tasteful and
Yeah, for
funny.
sure.
So
That show's good too. That Grownish.
yeah,
Bruh, I
think
still
that's
ain't
coming
watched
back
Grown
on.
Ups.
I
dog.
just got into it. 'Cause Diggy Simmons is on it. That nigga, he's acting pretty.
I
good.
gotta watch
Like,
that.
Hey, oh buddy, the little Zika or whatever dude.
Zika?
I feel
Luka?
her little Hook over there. That was definitely supposed to be like Jaden Smith or something.
bro,
He act like
that's
Jaden.
he.
I
He
think
looked like
Jaden
he
was
should
supposed
have
to
been.
Yeah, Jaden passed on that role.
Jaden passed.
I'm still salty about how she chose that nigga, but anyway.
Oh Lord.
You talking about on the show? Oh, don't spoil it.
Yeah.
No
Now,
spoilers.
did y'all see? And not to get too off subject, but while we talking about movies, it was that one movie that had Issa Rae in it too. I seen this on Netflix now, and the shit just came out in the theaters. The shit is where it got the girl from Hunger Games, the little black girl, and she's kind of older now.
Okay.
I know you talking
Some of
about.
the hate you give.
Yeah,
Issa's in that movie.
I think she is.
The one where the boy gets shot by the police.
Yeah, I think she's like the teacher or something in the school. I think
Issa
she-
Rae in that movie.
I don't think she has a
I
big
ain't- I don't
role.
know.
I don't think she
I
has
ain't
a
seen
big
her.
role, but I do remember seeing her in a preview.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen.
Have y'all seen that movie?
Nah, I ain't seen.
I don't know
I heard. I
about
did heard it. I did want to go see
That
it.
shit
but I
got
didn't
to.
watch it.
That shit got to.
'Cause it's on Netflix, right?
Quick as hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause niggas ain't see it in the movie theaters like that.
Yeah.
A lot of these movies be hit or miss. Like you shouldn't. A lot of these movies are perfect for Netflix. Like, you see that Fire Festival on Netflix?
Bro, I started watching it. I need to finish it.
Good. And I remember.
I need to finish it.
You remember? You seen it, right? You remember that card that they were talking about coming out? You remember when those promotions was going out?
Nah, I don't remember none
I
of that,
remember
man.
that because it was one of the first time where it was like put all your cards on one card, and it was a hard metal card. I remember that.
I've never heard of that shit. You heard of the Fire Festival before? Like, it was an actual festival that this dude playing, but he like mismanaged hella money or some shit. Ja Rule was apparently in the shit, but Ja Rule said he lost money too. That's what he came out and said.
Shit. They had them sandwiches and niggas in tents. You
They talking about cheese. They gave them niggas cheese sandwiches.
I like
shit.
those. I
What
like
y'all talking about?
the Fire Festival.
You got
It's a movie?
So it's a movie
Yeah,
about
man,
an
yeah.
actual festival that somebody tried to plan, but they didn't have the proper resources for it. But he was like lying to everybody.
This nigga made that shit sound good as hell. If y'all seen the movie, y'all know Kevin just made this shit sound good as hell.
I didn't see
He
it.
didn't have the proper resources.
I
No,
didn't see it.
this
I'm
nigga
just
was scamming from the beginning. This nigga was like, he tried to have a nigga
Acting
suck
like
dick
still
for water,
do
bro.
fraud. He did.
He had a
And the nigga was
he
gonna
said,
do it.
Hey man, we need this water.
Hey,
It's stamp custom.
hey, that nigga said he went home. He put some mouthwash in his mouth, and he was driving back over there to goddamn do the deed.
Suck some dick for some water. He said, but
It was $175,000 fee or some shit. He was trying to get waived.
He was like, but he didn't want to dick suck though. He just wanted to get paid first.
Fuck y'all niggas watching.
That's just crazy.
Is it? But hey, you should check it out, man. It's on what you call it, man.
It's
Any
so
other
much-
good shit on
it's so
Netflix,
much
man? Y'all
shit.
seen?
I still
Did y'all
gotta
watch
check
that
out
You
I
though?
ain't watched it yet. I seen
Bruh.
it. I want to get into it.
I don't
Bruh.
know. That shit look weird. And
Nah,
there's a
watch
little
that
black
shit.
girl on there too.
It's a black girl on there, but she ain't even in none of the crazy shit,
I ain't watching that.
bruh. That shit's good.
It's so much shit though. I don't.
Nah.
I do wanna catch that
Netflix put
Killer
a lot
Mike
of
shit.
Netflix put a lot of
that
bullshit.
Killer
Even
Mike.
the all right, I'll say what. Let me ask you, because you was already watching. Did you finish it?
I got all the way to the 7th episode. Oh no.
Well, it's on 6.
No, what's the episode? The one that says "Kill Your Masters." That's the last one I'm on. That's the last one.
I only mine stopped at 6.
No, well, I think whatever.
You
I don't
ain't got
think,
the real Netflix.
No,
you
I don't
got
think
the share shit.
No, I don't think "Kill Your Master." Whatever. I stopped on that one when he was at the plantation.
Oh, when they made when he made his own country.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finished that one.
Okay, so I think it might be the last episode. I think I finished it. Then.
Yeah, that's the last episode. It's a very short season.
Yeah, it's Killer Mike. I put it like that.
It's and so you remember the second episode where he was like, "Oh, we need to put together this. We trying to teach people skills, right?" And he was trying to. The whole purpose of it was to say we need to mix entertainment with teaching,
Edutainment.
and I think that's what the whole series was about. It was edutainment,
Oh, yeah.
because he would have a great point at the beginning, right? I want to see if I can survive off of only black businesses, or you know what I'm saying, I want to see if I can start my own country, or I want to see if we can commercialize the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, oh, that's a great point. Let me see where he goes with it. And then it was like all entertainment. Other than that, so
Well, entertainment and education in it because
it was a small amount of education.
No. I think it was. I think what he was getting people to do was rethink the. All right, basically you know the definition, right? You can still think within the definition, but rethink it, like with that religion one, right? How at the end of the day, what really had came out to be was that religion was a rest thing. Like how basically how most religions and spirituality is, the basis of it is that you should take some time out in your busy schedule, whether it's once a day or once a week or once a month, however you do, to just pause.
Okay.
10, 15 minutes. Whether whoever you're praying to, or if you just close your mind off, or if you just whatever you're doing, you should do that. Like rest for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I feel like this was a good opportunity to reach across audiences, right? Because a lot of people are gonna watch that, like promote, like I want to watch the whole thing, because he's like, he's interested in learning about different cultures. Yeah. But I think that to me the message would be like, to us we'll get the message because we like, all right, we get where he's going with this and blah blah. But I feel like other cultures won't get the message and they'll get lost in the entertainment side of it, and they're like, well, I didn't really get it, because he had like one meaningful sentence at the beginning and the end, and he could have I feel like he should do a season 1 remix where he talked about the real shit and relating them back to those episodes, and that would be dope as fuck.
But I think when it comes to the other cultures, what Killer Mike did was show people that you can still be black and think differently, right? Because you
Well,
see,
yeah, he did that on the show.
yeah, I'm saying like by the end of it though, like out of all the black people you might know, Killer Mike shows you that I'm black, and I go to the strip club and smoke my weed, but I'm political, I'm religious, I'm thinking. You know what I mean? I wanted to secure something for my people and still love everybody. Like he basically was showing everybody how to, like, basically how the last episode was, to bring everybody together and kind of like, if you want to start a new country, you really don't, because that's America. America was that new country that he's trying to start. We are a melting pot. We are a bunch of different people that should be able to learn and grow with each other, learn from each other, agree to disagree, and make it better for everybody.
Yeah.
Not just you versus that.
But we had them Mario motherfuckers, and that dude was Mario, right? The weird dude.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was fucking up shit for people, man. You gotta watch it though, man. You haven't watched it, right?
Nah.
Yeah, it's short, man. It's like 20-minute episodes,
and the other
6
thing of it,
episodes.
too, is like-
It's not that big of an investment.
Because and the other thing, I met Killer Mike before. We've had conversations because we were doing the Spendify thing. So
Right.
I see how he thinks and how he moves as
Mhm.
well. So that whole series was exactly Killer Mike. Like, because the other thing about Killer Mike that he doesn't do, and that I respect him for it, is that he does move on his own though. Like, he does what he like. Yes, gonna shop black and buy black, but I'm gonna be in this group with this white man. And
That's kind of weird.
And can't no nigga say nothing.
Cause
to
you
me
know, I
about
didn't
that.
know, I didn't really listen to that group that much.
Run
You know,
the
I
Jewels?
listened to the last album they came out with, but I remember the album cover more than the people that's in the group, the little handgun sign. So I didn't even know. I was like, oh, he in a group with a white dude,
No,
and that shows how much I don't pay attention to it.
They were.
Nars Barkley.
I remember that shit. They was flowing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like it wasn't commercial, but it was.
Nah, it was hip hop.
It's like Nars Barkley. It's just, you know, white
it
dude
was
producing, black
different.
dudes too. And it brought everybody together. But I like that because what he do at Athens, all the white people in the crowd. Hey, every Friday,
Go, yeah.
I want not just black people, but everybody to find a black business and shop with.
Yeah.
Just make a real black, to his fans, and they sitting there listening. And
Shit,
they're
they ain't
the
doing
young
that shit
people.
in Athens.
They're the ones that we.
They ain't doing that shit.
I mean, but he taught me something new. I didn't know that about Athens. I didn't know Athens had a whole black area that was for black people that is no longer there because of, you know.
I mean, I believe it, but you know, Athens, that shit be racist up there, boy.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that shit be racist, man. What else we got been happening, man? It's our social media episode. You talking about woo? It's something you want to get to?
So go ahead.
I mean, you know, everybody already know. I didn't kind of kept my mouth quiet about a lot of things. I just been looking, you know, them little eyes.
Hold on. Did you save it for the pod? So you can only get Basic Logic thoughts on the podcast. So subscribe. He's not gonna put it on social media no more. If you want to know what he thinks, subscribe to the podcast. Tune in.
Man.
Oh no, I still talk my shit, but I don't feel like arguing with people, but as much on social media. I just say what I gotta say and I get the fuck out. Niggas be too much in their feelings.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you talking about the video.
Yeah, man, and I think
Hold on, for the people out there, tell everybody what the video.
Yeah, I want to
You're
hear this
talking
from
about.
your perspective too.
Tell the people
Hey,
what the
DJ
video-
was a terrible interviewer,
Tell the
man.
people.
Bruh, he'll be somebody be done explain some shit, and he'll answer them the same question right after. I'm like, was you paying attention to anything they was saying?
For the people that
talking
don't
about
know.
DJ Envy.
Yes,
For the
he's
people that don't know,
he is
tell
the DJ.
Tell everybody.
I don't even know how he got on there. It's like nigga,
He
you
did,
should just
but
be playing
I don't think they
music.
would have the show without him. Like he would before he was like the
Charlamagne-
famous one.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
We
I
all
mean,
knew DJ
Envy
Envy.
was, yeah, but
And
he-
you know what's so funny about DJ Envy too? When they folks come on and they call him DJ, like that's his first name. You know, thank you, Angela and Charlamagne and DJ. Like if there's somebody old on there, that should be so funny.
Bartholomew.
All right, go ahead. Explain what the video is for people.
Basically, well, if y'all saw, because this is before people even saw a video, people were just on social media talking about how there was somebody at Opera nightclub that was in Atlanta, a young lady who was drugged and raped, and it's like
on Facebook Live.
on
That
Facebook,
was a big thing.
on Facebook Live,
Mhm.
and everybody was just like going in like this shit is crazy, but
I mean
everybody was like,
that in itself, that's story. If you take it
Yeah.
for what it is, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, you was like,
that's
what the fuck?
absolutely
Facebook
crazy if
Live.
that's the
And
truth.
I don't
Yeah.
even really watch people live videos like that, but everybody was like, they don't want to watch the video.
I didn't want to watch it.
Me either.
I did not wanna watch it.
I didn't want to watch it till after. Well,
I
listened
didn't.
to this
I
too.
didn't want to watch it, but I was like, always. I'm a person that reads comment. Like I read comments on everything, even on posts like on YouTube. like Twitter, like I can look at your post, but I want to look and see what the fuck niggas talking about in the comments and shit. That be the entertaining shit to me.
Okay.
So I was looking at the comments and I was hearing people, you know, because people always kind of go real hard on. I'm sorry to say, folks go real hard on black men and be like, niggas don't do this and they ain't doing this. And I'm like, yeah, some ragging niggas over there. But I was like, I can't believe a nigga would do something like this on live though. Like that's
nigga in a club,
yeah,
in a public place, raping
nobody,
somebody. That's
and nobody
crazy.
would do anything. Like nobody be like,
somebody gonna do something.
even a young lady would be like,
you don't see
stop.
nothing and you don't smell nothing. You don't think it was
Smell?
They having sex. You ain't gonna smell the sex, bro.
There's a lot going on. I ain't smelling nothing now.
Bro, I done been in the club and then by the minute
I ain't
time,
never
you
smelled sex.
but you smell must. And so I'm pretty sure if pussy came out and somebody was fucking, I would smell some sex.
Come on,
You
bro.
smell that anyway, because all the girls that don't
Come
wear
on,
drawers in that motherfucker.
Bruh, come on.
Well, but the thing with me that, like, I was just like, because I was on YouTube and it started, I don't know, you know, the phones are weird. Like, when you start looking at some shit, then you'll go on something else, and then that shit'll pop up on your timeline. You like, nigga, I didn't even search this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So I started seeing, like, videos pop up, like, kind of debating it a little bit, like, oh, it didn't really happen. I was like, hey, I want to kind of, because everybody's kind of condemning the guy about what happened. Because, like, when you watch the video, like, during the live, like, you see them kind of interacting, chilling the whole time. Just seemed like a regular, like what you see all the time when you out partying. Somebody who may be a little bit too turned, a little bit too drunk.
So there's more than one video.
No,
so what video did you see?
One real long ass video. Like it's like her live is like she was live for, I don't know if she was consecutively live, but she was. The video was like an hour long.
I only seen a video that was 2 minutes.
Yeah,
no,
I seen a 2 minute.
That's all I've seen.
What made me want to research it more is because you saw the video, like her live, I guess, and she's like in the beginning talking with a white dude. Just kind of talk, look like she in VIP or something. I ain't been to opera in so long. Who knows what it looks like in
none of that.
But she was like interacting with this guy the whole time. They talking. She drinking. It's her birthday. She kind of turned. It was kind of weird because seemed like she was kind of by herself, but she was literally recording the whole time she was out and kind of interacting. And I kind of skipped through that, but it's weird because you see them kind of dancing and kind of at the end, you hear like the video I saw was like muffled at the end where she's like her voice was muffled, like help me, but it was like muffled, like sitting really, and it made me think like, okay, is she really saying help me, or is she just kind of getting, you know, is she getting smashed? And it's like, you know, they kind of,
she said help me,
but see, you couldn't. The one video I saw, her voice was muffled.
Oh,
it was like
the video I saw
at the end, it was muffled, and then I was like, it made me want to look like, okay, like. Let me see what the fuck was really happening, because we so quick to condemn people, because I think what people do is it is people who really do go through stuff, just like, not to get off topic, but just like with the R. Kelly stuff, it's people that really do get sexually assaulted and molested and stuff like that. And so whenever they hear, of course they're going to be, as all of us have ladies in their life, you get a little bit more sensitive and you don't really think about it. You just automatically like, snap. Oh, fuck that. Like, that nigga ain't shit. And it was like, well, let me see what really happened, because I'm like, in the video, I don't even see no fucking.
But see, let me stop you right there real quick, because I think that's the first debate. Some folks look in the video, like I agree. When the 2 minutes I saw, I couldn't really tell if it was fucking or not. Like
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything remotely close to fucking.
I mean, I saw. Only thing I saw was like she was bent over, right? So the position of being bent over,
but I don't even think she was bent over like that.
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell.
So, but you're still recording yourself?
No. So I agree.
She was just holding her camera.
I agree. But then the other part is that you have a lot of people out there too that feel, no, I see. Like people are saying, no, I see.
I don't see how
they are clearly fucking.
But that's what I'm confused about. I'm like,
that was the first debate.
People say I clearly see it, and I'm like, cause I saw it on She timeline first. He posted that. Now, he just posted a post with no video. He was saying some girl got raped on Facebook Live and nobody did anything about it. You know, that's a shame or whatever, right? So I said, damn, that's crazy, man. If somebody did that shit, man, I hope the police got their ass, got their camera, got their face on that shit. And he was like, yeah, they got their face on there. I said, good, case closed. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talked about. So then And so then he sent me the response of the guy. So then the guy explained from his point of view what happened.
And that's
right?
when y'all sent that to me. I listened to that. That's what made me want to go to the video.
So I listened to that first. I said, damn, now I gotta watch the video. Mm-hmm. So then I watched the video now, and maybe my thought process might have been tainted from hearing his side first. But when I hear it, I'm like, this sounds exactly what he was saying. He was saying that he was dancing with her regular. You know what I'm saying? And then she started passing out. So when we see her, we think she bended over. She basically was like falling over. Yeah. And he was just holding her up. So somebody was like, he was grabbing her titty. I'm like, I know that. I helped the girl who was like drunk or whatever, and her titty will pop out. Why you trying to help her up or some shit like that? Now I asked the homegirl, like, can you handle that? Because I ain't want to like be touching or nothing like that on no drunk ass girl. But everything lined up exactly what he said in his response. And then he was like, look on her page. She never said she was raped or nothing like that. She just kind of riding she just riding what everybody was saying. So that's why I was like, and I should have did this, but I commented on Ricky goddamn shit. And I forgot Ricky got the motherfucking hounds. He got them hounds, them wolves on his page. All I was saying, and it was I don't know, the big guy, whatever. So I was just saying, like, yeah, when I saw it, I didn't see no sex. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't sex. And the girl's just like, I can't believe I know these fucking guys on here commenting like that. I'm like, bro, all I was saying, I'm saying that I don't know the truth. I wasn't there, but I'm saying that I didn't see any sex in that video.
That's the worst. It's so tough. And now I feel like it's happening to us. You know how that age-old saying is that, you know, they came for them and I didn't say nothing. They came for this person and I didn't say nothing. Now when they came for me, there's nobody to say anything. Because this whole sensitive era that we in, it's like, well, basic there, right? I'm going to research. Before I make a comment, I'm going to see the whole video and not just go off of these 2 minutes. There's a lot of people that don't do this.
Bro, I research everything. Any of them things, I research that shit.
But that's also because you know the manipulation of social media.
Exactly.
I do the same as well. I be trying because I try to see both sides
all the time.
Then I also try to see the explanation behind it. So in this case, the way I saw, because I didn't make no comments, I just started looking at all the information. But what I did see was, it's kind of like when the album dropped. How the album drop at 12:02, it's a classic. You ain't listen to the whole album.
Niggas do that all the time. Next day, it's a classic.
You know, not even the next day. 5 minutes.
Nigga.
Not even the next day. 5 minutes.
Even a day, you don't know that, nigga.
I give you a day, you probably listen to it all day.
Nah, bro, I can't give you no day until they do 6 months to make that, bro.
Same with the comments, especially when it be on Twitter and Facebook, because you probably didn't watch the video, you probably didn't even read, listen to his response. You're not even analyzing the data. It's just that I saw this video, it looked like it's rape. Somebody said it was rape. Also, it's like,
and the crazy part, they putting that dude face out there saying, "This the guy," blah 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 blah.
The other part about it is,
damn,
too, man,
he could have got fired off some shit like that.
If you are a black man, you have black women in your life. I don't care if it's your mom, aunties, cousin, daughter, or even your wife. So all that, I'm on. Generally, I believe we're all on their side. I just need all the information. I need to know, because this is what I was talking about on the podcast before. In this new era where shit's so sensitive, you got Harvey Weinstein and all this, you can't touch and all that.
I'm cool with sensitive. I'm cool with everything being sensitive.
But you still got women out here who want to fuck in the club if they want to. Like,
nobody should be fucking in the club. I don't care if you want to fuck in the club. You should not be fucking in the club.
There you go. You should not be fucking in the club.
I don't care if you want to. Both of y'all consenting to it. Ain't none of y'all drunk nothing. Y'all still shouldn't be fucking in the club.
But that's what they want. If that's what they want to do, if that's what
No, you can't. That's public indecency.
But I'm saying
that's illegal.
But if she gives consent, hell.
It don't matter about consent. It's illegal to do that in the public.
She can come to the club with no panties on, right? Because she wants to. All I'm saying is,
what are you saying?
All I'm saying is, at what point in time will people just not hop on the bandwagon and try to condemn somebody for some rape and do some research and figure out if she even considered it rape? If anything, if rape even occurred, because based on
you saying the sex is okay in the club, you saying that, but you just want
consent is okay in the club.
It ain't even an argument about consent, because both of them drunk as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about consent, because he gonna lose that regardless. Because if both of y'all drunk as fuck and y'all have sex and she say she didn't want to have sex, then you getting a book thrown at you, because
You right.
that's just how it works.
You right,
because you got a penis and she got a vagina.
You're right in that sense, but based on what I seen in the information, I don't think he did that. I think it's what he kind of explained. Because the other part about it is, if he is wrong, how did that happen around all these people?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody, your friends was right there, touched you on the shoulder.
Because in the 2 minutes I saw, on top of seeing her and him, I saw 2 or 3 other people in the scene.
Bro, somebody was touching her. Her friend was touching her shoulder. That's what I'm saying. Like, it lines up with, she was drunk and she was falling over. He said it was dead. She was dead weight. And she started going down. Why else would anybody reach out to touch you if you getting raped right there? Like, why? Even the guy said, I'm going to the police station tomorrow with my lawyer. Yeah. What rapist goes to the police station?
That's what, as soon as I read that statement, before he even put the other stuff out, when he put that first statement and said, hey, I'm going to the police station with my lawyer because I know I ain't do nothing. Because
you can't hide. Even if you put a condom on, you still had some pubic hair came off, and them tests they do, they take all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you did it, you ain't going to the police.
That the authorities, after they reviewed it, because if the authorities would have looked at that tape and saw that he raped her, ain't no turning himself in. They would have came and got him.
They contacted him though.
The last thing,
but they would have came because they had to do an investigation. But they would have came and got him.
Right, for sure.
But the last question I got is, did y'all see? Because some people are also talking about this video with the pill and the drink.
See, I ain't see none of that.
I didn't see that one.
Can't even, bro.
Because the clip that
people like it's a video. Niggas talking about you see something in there. It could have been a lime. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what pills and drinks look like. Like,
if a pill in the drink, I would assume it's gonna get like
a pill in the lime.
I'm like, what kind of big ass pill is that? Niggas talking about
so
they see a
big?
pill. Whatever's in the cup look big as hell.
Buddy showed me a photo. I was at a barbershop. He showed me the photo still of it. It looked like a pill, but it also looked translucent, like. Because I'm thinking if it's a pill, you'll see some fizz coming from it.
Yeah, because it's going to dissolve.
They talking about, but how do you, like, the people, like, I watched the whole video. Like, you can see the whole thing. And she said she couldn't delete it. The whole thing. Yeah. I seen the whole video. Like, there's no time where you see the guy, the black guy, quote unquote, you see him put anything in it. So why are y'all saying he drugged her? Like, I'm like, where did y'all never saw him? You know him.
So it could have been that white man she was talking to. I mean, you never.
But then it said she said it wasn't that guy who everybody blamed. She said it was another guy who raped her. So it was like, you talking about somebody else raped you? Like, what kind of club is this?
I don't know. I did hear her say, she said that, like, I don't know. Obviously something happens, but it's. I mean, of course, it's a. I don't want to say nothing happened to her. I just do not see her being raped in the video.
That's all we got. That's all we saying. We ain't saying nothing happened. We just saying. From what we seen, that didn't look like rape to me. We could be wrong, but when I saw it, I didn't see no sexual activity. That's all I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. Why isn't it okay for us to say, look, I seen the video and I don't know?
Bruh.
Because people condemn you for that.
Bruh, because they want you to be on that side. But that's, I'm not going to let those people, you know, what is called, it's bullying. And they don't see that that's bullying. Like, you don't have the same opinion as me. Like,
cancel.
You like I'm gonna bully you until like bro, I'm saying that I don't see any sex in this video. I could be fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, and I hope that he gets, you know, the law thrown at him as hard as possible. But we don't know.
What happened to nuance? Like, the whole thing is, I can have a statement. Nobody should be raped.
Nobody.
Right?
No human.
Wrong. Cool. Where's the nuance when you see the video and you don't know if it's rape? If I don't know it's rape, I can't condemn the man for rape.
Yeah, and then I
say she wasn't raped. I don't know.
We don't talk about, like, we're talking about it a lot more now with women and sexual assault, but they still have not talked about how many black men especially are in prison right now for people saying they did stuff to them. Like, we have to talk about these fake victims too, and you have to separate it. Like, what's gonna happen to her if she really didn't get raped? You think anything gonna happen to her? Is she gonna go to jail?
Nope.
I think he can definitely sue her.
Also,
But, like-
I just don't think men don't pursue it
Do
after
you
that.
think the social media gonna be like, oh well,
Social media might, but you go to the court and get your justice.
yeah.
Also,
I just don't think
Shit
men
don't be
pursue it
happening
after.
shit don't be happening to like people who say they got beat and didn't really nobody.
Men don't pursue it. Men just let
let's-
it go. Take
but
their
let's-
ass to court and
or
take
let's
every
not-
fucking thing they got.
Or you get condemned for doing it because
Fuck that. I'm taking your ass to court.
Nelly did it. They came for him. Yo, well, 50 Cent did it. He won his case.
Exactly. Take their ass to
He's
court.
like, I'm getting all them loving hip hop checks. But
Yep.
that's a perfect segue because
Yeah.
happened to Chris Brown just now. You heard about that? It just
Somebody
happened
in
What happened to
France.
him?
What you call
They
it?
locked him up in France, saying that he raped a woman. Either the woman or a woman that was with the woman came out and said that's not what happened. That's not how it happened. He was released because it wasn't. He said he didn't do it. Wasn't him. And he put on Instagram the bitch lying. So,
But that's social media just he needed to go to court. Cause if we don't take them to court, if we just looking for social media justice, they ain't never gonna make the laws for people that making false accusations against people. We gotta go to court and like, look, we had 100 cases this year of false accusations. We need laws here. How we gonna get them if if dudes like, I'm a man, I can't take them to court? Fuck that.
This is the conundrum though, right? Because if you're telling me that the premise is this whole time has been a patriarchal, how you say it?
We
Men
got you.
running the system,
Yeah.
right? It's like some pig shit. Running the system, right? Wouldn't it be bad to try to condemn these? Like maybe it's just misplaced, like with Sean King with the Black Lives Matter thing, right? How he's trying to pursue these people for slandering him. He wants to take them to court and sue
I don't know
them.
what you're talking about.
All right, well, Sean King, the dude from Black Lives Matter that was protesting Ferguson and all that, he has a lawyer, and he has a team now of lawyers that's going after people that's been slandering him online, saying that he's keeping money, saying that he Talcum X because he's not doing.
Is that a dude they found out he was gay and they didn't like him no more?
No, that's D-Ray.
Okay.
Sean King's the one
I
that looks
thought it was the
white.
same one.
Yeah.
No, Sean King's the one that looks white, but he says he's black and he's married to a black girl, but he looks white, like he.
But he's like albino or something?
No, he's not albino. He says
What's
he's like
albino?
super
I mean,
light-skinned.
albino.
That nigga
He
said
says he's super
albino.
light skinned.
But
But they were saying it was
country.
wrong for him to
I'm
come at those
albino.
people and try to lock them up because of, you're with Black Lives Matter. How are you trying to condemn these people? Like, you're just misplacing your hurt. With these women, maybe
I don't see the correlation.
correlation is they were traumatized before, misplace of hurt, and you didn't go to jail. You're scot free. Just let her go about her business. and learn
Nah,
from that
bro.
lesson.
Listen, just cause you traumatized, hurt, mentally unstable, if you do the crime, do the time. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you'll let people like R. Kelly off and say, well, he was hurt too. I'm like, no, but you still did the crime.
No,
You still needed to.
R. Kelly put like this. So
That's
hold
still
on,
a type of
hold on,
manipulation.
hold on.
If you lying about something.
No, you're right. But let me ask you this question. So the R. Kelly thing, right? The other woman came out and said she also slept with that 14-year-old.
Right, but
Hold on. Should she also go down for sleeping with a minor?
no. She was obviously being manipulated and forcing. R. Kelly was forcing them to have sex with them.
So if you manipulate,
She couldn't say no. How she gonna say no?
Oh, he forced her.
Nigga, get your ass down. You gonna do this shit? What the fuck you talking about,
Or what?
bro? He was look. You think did you see all the R. Kelly shit?
I didn't watch that bullshit.
Okay, so he beating on women.
Okay.
He mentally taking you away from everything. You can't do shit without him. You can't eat without him. They gotta ask him to eat. You mentally fucking fucked. You mind fucked. So you telling him?
You don't think? I mean, did the saving or surviving R. Kelly? Did it go into what happened to R. Kelly when he was younger?
No,
Yeah,
R.
it
Kelly
did,
said
it
that
did.
R. Kelly said
He was
that
raped.
he was molested as a child too, and then one of his brothers said something like that, and
He
it
was
came out
molested.
that it might have been his sister.
But you
know what
just
I'm saying?
said that it didn't matter what happened to him. You still did a crime. So whatever happened to that girl, she still did a crime.
and that's
No,
when it's a
you
slippery
listen. I'm
slope.
saying that. I get what y'all saying,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, she was directly manipulated. Like you don't have like it's just like if you like a prisoner of war and somebody say, I want you to shoot him, right? And you shoot him. Like you shoot him or I'm gonna kill you. right? And you shoot him, you can't be convicted of that crime because you thought your life was in danger. You thought you was gonna die if you did that shit. They mind fucked. They don't know nothing from nothing. They don't know
R.
up and
Kelly
down
shit
anymore.
was fucked up too.
But what I'm saying, I don't think his shit wasn't that fucked up like that.
Think
I mean, I
bro,
feel
your
like he
shit
was hurt.
You don't think there's something wrong with R. Kelly?
I'm saying that he had a seed put in him from whatever happened to him,
I'm
and his
just saying,
shit
do you
grew,
feel like
and he grew into a multi-million person, $1 million
he never
person,
got help?
and he had the power.
But he never got help.
But I'm saying, look at the amount of power he had.
Did he ever get help?
So back to the point of the matter was that victims, right? Victims get a little leeway when it comes to this serving justice, right?
Right.
A lot of, for all this time, women have been the victims. They've been victimized. Unfortunately, yes, women do lie. I feel when it comes to equating the justice, I feel like it should match up, right? If you lied on me about rape and I go to jail for 10 years and then it comes out that I didn't and I'm free, yes, you need to pay the money back like that one football player dude. Remember all that? That woman need to pay the money back, go to jail too, right? But if you just accuse me.
But what if you don't go to jail?
What I'm saying, if you just accuse me, right, and they just find me, they let me out because they realized this didn't happen. It was a misplaced of justice. I wouldn't come down on her and try to sue her
you got to
and take
sit.
her money.
You got to sit, man. Because
What you mean sit? What that mean?
If I lost, if I missed out, whatever I missed out on, like if I missed out,
But you didn't go to jail.
I didn't go to jail. They booked me. They just booked me.
Keith, you
process me.
Keith, you know what? Like right now, God forbid, but if some shit like that happened to you, you finna lose your job. You think you can go back to your job?
It's more that happens to you than just.
Like you can't
even if
just
you don't go to jail, your whole reputation is
listen
done.
to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then the punishment will equal that. If I lose my job because of the allegation, yes, I will only sue you for the amount that I've lost. I'm not going to just try to come down on you.
But
That's
Keith,
what
do
I'm
you
saying.
do you
That's
know?
what I'm saying. I'm not
been
coming down.
Like I said, and I don't want people to get this confused. We know there are real victims out there of sexual assault. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the people that falsely claim stuff happened just to be vindictive.
Yeah,
like, do y'all know any of these people? And we know it has happened.
Yeah,
and
like,
I even think
their faces aren't plastered everywhere. Like, oh, this person lied on this person. Like, they get to live about their lives, and you almost ruin, if not ruin, that other person.
And that's what I'm saying. We need to bring that to the fore. Like,
and the problem, but I don't think that should be the forefront because that happens. Like, how often does that happen? Then actual sexual assault and molestation.
We
and
don't know
that. But I'm saying, like, if you look at the numbers, I'm like that. I don't even feel like we should even be talking about it like that.
This week,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's a lot of sexual misconduct that's happening that, okay, we need to be talking about this more. We need to be talking about the people in our lives that's child molesters. Because we talked about R. Kelly long enough.
Exactly.
But I swear, in every family or a family removed, it's one child molester there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't talk about them because it's too close to home.
Well, I don't know any of my family.
I guarantee a family removed or something like that.
Family removed.
Somebody there, man.
Close like that. Thank God.
Yeah, because it's so many people who are sexually assaulted, or especially in the black community, that when they're younger and then they grow up and do the same thing. But like I was saying, nobody even talks about how that's my big thing why I didn't watch the Surviving R. Kelly thing, because like I was telling Kelvin, it wasn't like a shock to me. We had always heard these stories, like we already knew how R. Kelly was. And the thing that I like to go back to is like, we all were in school, and all of it, every guy that I could be around would know, like, it was times where you were in high school and you were like a freshman in high school, like 14, 13, and some grown ass nigga who was in college was picking up one of the prettiest girls in the school, might have been your girl, whoever it was, and he had a drive. It wasn't he just got his license, he's 16, just graduated. Nah, he been out of school. Nigga got a job and bills and a family, and he picking up old girl, and you know what they doing. They ain't studying algebra. Mm-hmm. So stuff like that happens, and it'll continue to happen, because best believe that dude who just like with R. Kelly, that dude who liked them young girls, as he gets older, he don't stop liking them young girls. He still like them young girls. Mm-hmm. So best believe he keep going back and forth to high school.
Also, too, the other thing that's not talked about is parental consent. Like, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guy came out and he said it. He said, yeah, I was 20 years old, dating a 16-year-old. He said he met her in the mall, didn't know the age, found out the age, approached the mother to ask if he could pursue her and date, and gave her all the intentions. Like, this
said cool.
Mama said cool.
And
and they dated 8 years after that. Like, they were together 8 years after
You know
that.
what they say? That's society's fault, because it's this big perception that women are so much more mature than men, so that's not really frowned upon as much.
I mean, I think that's real, but it's like I don't think it's that far out. Like I think it's like 2 years. Like it's not a big.
I can't
it's still
see
mentally though.
Bro, I can't see myself giving a 20-year-old consent to date my 16-year-old dog.
When it comes
No, I don't think that should happen at all.
Yeah, when you grown, you grown. Like if I got a minor in the house, I got a minor. Like I ain't not no she's 16, 17, you 21. That's cool. Like hell no.
Yeah, like now after you graduate high school and you 18, I can't even control what the hell you really doing, because you in college. I don't know. I'm praying to God.
You remember times when we was at school, and sometimes it would be like a young, because I was 17 when I first would. It'd be some underage girls, quote unquote, because they're not 18 yet, to be at college, and we was like, oh hell no.
When Georgia 17 is
and then
16,
also too, the music industry sexualizes these young girls. Like you can damn near time it to when girls don't go off the chain. Like Tinashe is a perfect example. Comes out around 16, 17. She's covered up. She's singing and dancing. Soon as she turned 18, on
they
the ground,
busting it out.
bikini,
Yeah,
boom, bust out. You're gonna see all the titties. Miss Mulatto, the one from the rap game. She's 19 now. Erased the whole Instagram, dropped a new song, twerking all on the song. Oh, you wasn't doing this on the rap game.
No, not even
that was
her.
only 2 years ago.
I don't see a problem with that.
Yo, y'all know the little ratchet?
I don't see a problem
It's a
with that.
sexual
What about old girl?
I feel like
she's not even 18. I think she's still
15, 16. Her name of her mixtape is 15, so she got to be at least 15, 16.
That's what I was like. Was she 10 when she came out? Like,
I'm saying, if you're 19,
dollar sign and all that, like, bro, you know what these nasty niggas is doing? They tagging her ass, like tagging their Kylie. Oh, we cool, we just cool. As soon as you turn 18, we snuggled up.
Now that's a problem.
What's
type of dudes are a problem. It's not illegal, but it's a problem.
Willow Smith and her. The dude. Remember that picture she took with that dude when he had his shirt off?
Oh yeah.
Remember that? That was a big controversy too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So when Jada comes out and says, "Oh, how's R. Kelly making all this money on streams?" Hold up, Jada.
Yeah,
you kind of like them. You kind of like them same parents.
Yeah.
Your daughter young, and that dude was 2-3 years older than your daughter, and you okayed it.
Ooh, August.
Willow.
Nigga, who was August, nigga?
August Alsina. I'm still trying
No,
to figure
August
out how he got
fucking with Jada.
He was fucking with Jada or Jaden. I don't know. He was fucking somebody in that family.
That's Jada's young boy. That's the one when Will Smith tired of fucking. Go ahead, get that young boy. Get that young boy.
Hey, Will probably don't give a fuck.
Man, Will tired, bro. I can see myself 55, bro. I'm tired. We done been together 20 years. Go get that young boy. Let him beat it up. Let him beat it up.
Right.
Tripping.
Don't spend the night.
That's what you say until you turn 55.
No,
and
ain't never that old, bitch. You better take your ass in there and watch your story.
What you talking about? Because I ain't ready tonight. Go watch the story.
But man, what's the other topic we wanted to touch on, man?
All these presidential election, man.
Oh,
People
yeah.
throwing their hat.
What's up, man? Who we voting for? Donald Trump 2020? Bernie Sanders? What's poppin'?
I'm gonna let you know this right
Bernie
now.
running again?
He ain't announced now.
Oh.
It's still possible. So
It's
the
still possible.
the possible is like Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden.
Beto O'Rourke, down from Texas.
I don't know him. Okay, Texas.
The white dude down in Texas, the one that everybody was.
But he ain't gonna win his state. I don't know. I feel like you can't win your state. You don't need to run.
I mean, if Andrew Gillum would have ran, I think he had a good chance to be president if he would have ran.
But he almost won the state.
What's
You ain't no Democrat ain't finna win Texas.
What's up with the black guy up in Chicago?
Cory Booker?
Yeah.
He ain't running. Why ain't I think he's gonna be a vice presidential ticket. for somebody.
Yeah, but I feel like I think we said this before. I don't know where. I like
Title, yeah.
say that title. I like that.
The title of this podcast, bitch, go watch your story.
That might be it for real. That might be it for real. Make sure.
Somebody doing something, bitch. You better watch them story.
Hey, make sure in the comments, man, y'all give us a title, man. 'Cause we ain't got no title for this podcast.
I think that
so.
might be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Who said that?
Sauron. Shout out to Kendra. What's
Yeah,
up?
but what I'm saying is like. They are just now announcing. I think what's
Kamala
the
Harris hopped in
Castro, the Castro dude just announced who I forget. I can't remember. Yeah, Julian Castro.
And truth be told, out of everybody who's throwing their hat in the ring, he has some of the best policies.
He gave me that Obama vibe too.
Give me them Obama vibes, and he's Hispanic.
He charismatic and shit. I
lot of
think.
18.
Spanish.
Yeah. 18 by the time to vote.
But what I'm saying, see, that's the thing. It's only 2019 now, so that's why I never understood why presidential people and politicians, period, don't go to the seniors in high school.
Yeah, they don't.
And express to them.
Them the ones.
Yeah, those are the ones that get, because, bro,
Yeah.
you register them right there on the spot, you'll be the first person you vote.
Well,
which is why Obama won.
That's what Obama won. He had that young vote.
That young vote.
Young
Castro
folks
give me
wanna vote
Obama
for him.
vibes. And he has those policies in place that he's already been trying to raise.
What is he? Is he Hispanic?
He's
Yeah.
Hispanic.
He's
Oh,
straight,
Lord,
straight up
just
Hispanic. Nothing
it's
like
gonna be like Scandal.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Kamala Harris, she done threw her hand in the race. A black woman.
That woman.
You know that black.
But I ain't
black
seen
girl
I
magic.
ain't seen no support for her, bro. All I seen is people saying,
And-
even black women, they like nah.
But no,
Because you got a white man.
it's back. It's back to
That's a lot of.
nope. It's back to what I was talking about before when it comes to this black shit. You get that separation. See, our circles, yeah, because we kind of woke, so we ain't gonna just run to it. But them high level black people who just ride off of being black. Oh, it's a black woman running. We got to get behind it. You ain't even looked at her policies yet.
Yeah, I always
You don't
wait for
even
the
know.
policy. I honestly didn't even ride behind Obama like that. I was like, what's his policy?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas didn't know
I
his
ain't-
policy.
I don't-
Niggas didn't know one
I ain't
fucking
give a
policy
damn.
Obama.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell because you know because this is why I tell everybody.
Niggas didn't know
this,
nothing.
And this is the fucking bias in black women. I'm gonna call you out if it happens because y'all know damn well if Obama would have popped up and had a white woman on his arm,
wouldn't
no
even look.
chance.
It would have been a
No
wrap.
chance.
He would have been
That's the
dead.
reason why he won.
He
I look
would've-
because everybody was skeptical. Everybody
And he had a straight up black girl.
Bruh,
Like he
everybody
had a
was
straight up
skeptical.
black
They
girl.
said
That's the
one
only way.
Because of Michelle.
Right, Hillary gonna win. Hillary gonna win. Then Barack pop up. Okay,
shit.
Barack.
Please, boy.
Don't know about the name because the Barack Hussein. That shit sound Islamic, right?
Yeah.
He announced it in Chicago, and you see that black woman, beautiful.
That's what it was. Straight up black lady.
And them two black girls,
black babies.
and my mother-in-law
Yeah.
from Chicago. He
up.
the nigga, and you saw him hooping. Oh,
Straight
he the
up. Straight
He
up.
fucking-
Hey, good.
nigga. Now, vice versa, you gonna see Kamala Harris pop up
Yeah.
with their white man.
Straight up white boy.
And these two white babies
Oh,
that ain't
man.
even hers, but she raising.
Damn. Cause she ain't got no kids with
And
that.
she an AKA.
Ain't she old?
Oh, yeah, she ain't having
And,
no
and she
kids.
AKA. And and nothing against the AKAs, but I'm sorry. I don't think I got that same political power them Deltas be doing.
Oh,
I be
damn. That's
That's
shots
the-
fired right there.
That's just the truth. Like the Deltas be out of every state I know. The Deltas be at that capital pushing policy.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Them
they
Deltas
can
real.
get their days at the government. I'm not saying y'all don't. I'm just saying
You
that.
saying they just pretty girls, bro?
No. I'm saying the political power. It's just like how when Asian people, how we know they at that power and what they doing with
I
it.
mean, they got a plan. They got
Bro,
a
I
plan.
always say this about all the sororities and fraternities. Out of all of them, Delta up there when it comes to like that power on how
Delta
they
getting
moving.
that shit done now.
You know what I mean?
Delta get that shit done now.
Now
You know
is
what I'm saying? It's not
the
just
lady
a-
who you was talking about, Kamala, what's her
Kamala
name?
Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Is she a Republican or a Democrat?
She Democrat. All these Democrats.
So she a Democrat?
You definitely seen
now
her before.
listen, look.
Yeah,
I-
she
is
don't want
light
to.
skinned?
She don't. Yeah, she don't want to be
super
snapping on
light-skinned.
Trump. Now she do be snapping on
Listen,
Trump
now what happens if she is able to? Because the thing,
to win the primary.
like, no, well, the thing was, it was gonna happen because people think like
To her.
I was gonna say she's cute, but that's
Yeah, she
I
is.
mean, you ain't voting for her because she cute.
But she is cute. But you ain't. That don't matter. But still,
no, that face was just in that picture.
yeah, keep talking.
Anyways, she like white right here.
Yes, she do.
Anyways, but nah, what happens if, because the thing is, Obama popped out of nowhere. Like, I remember being in school and folks was like, name 3 black senators, and niggas was like, John Lewis, like stuttering.
What's up, boy? He's gonna Fort Valley all the time. Got his name.
No, but like, what happens if, like you were saying, what if the Keisha Bottoms, like, what if they start pubbing for her?
Well,
all the niggas gonna forget, and all Billy got to do is hide till after the election.
I mean, it's like this, and I'm putting it out there right now. When it comes to me, and when it comes to black people, period, man, black people, we need to have a code when it comes to moving on elections, right? We need to look at policies that affect us. Hold on. Yeah. Policies that affect us. And me personally, if Kamala, if she wins the primary, right, say she's the one that beats everybody, right? Depending on how debates go, I'll not vote for her. But if she wins out and it's Kamala versus Trump, if Kamala, if it's Kamala versus Trump and Kamala doesn't come out and say something as far as like racism or policies, kind of how you knew Barack wanted change, he wanted to bring people together. She needs to give me some of that. If not, I'd rather have an open racist in the White House than an undercover Negro in the White House being supported by white supremacists that we don't know what's going on. It's kind of like Pence, right? I don't want to impeach Trump because I don't want Pence to be president.
But that'd be even scary.
Pence being president is scary as fuck. See, Trump tweets everything he about to do. I'm about to kill you niggas.
Trump,
He's gonna let you know.
Hey, Trump. Hey, what you see is what you get with him.
Exactly. So I can fuck with Trump
Pence
on that
will put
level.
some shit in there that'll fuck with you 20 years later.
20
like,
years
for
later,
real.
Even fucking know. He'll be on some Dick Cheney type shit. Be putting little things in here that you don't know. So when it comes to that, if Kamala don't come out and be repping for the people, bro, I don't.
You know, but people already know the black people game. They don't have to give us none. You know, all they got to do to get you to vote for them, have Rihanna and Beyonce up there singing, telling you to vote.
And back to what I was talking about with the code.
What they be saying? What's the little term all the time? Wrap the vote up.
Rock the vote.
Rock the vote. Like they always say that boy.
Vote
Go
or die.
vote. Go vote.
I mean, vote or die. That was a big one.
Yeah, vote or die.
And that's the thing, man.
Nigga,
like
what?
that's the thing. This time around, black people, especially starting in 2019, we need to let it be known that we're not voting for you if you ain't doing shit for us. So we rather keep Trump in, or y'all don't give us. See, now we have a bargaining chip. We can say we're gonna keep Trump in, or y'all give us something. Because that black vote is big, but what it's gonna take is black people together. It can't be black women versus black men doing this. Because truth be told, black men don't vote the way they need to be. The way we need to. Black men are more felons than black women. They don't even have the right to vote.
Oh yeah.
So the numbers are disparaging. We just need to have a unified code and know. Oh shit! Let me put this on the sign. A unified code and know that.
Already loud as hell.
A unified code and know what we need to vote for. Like immigration, right? It needs to be something in place. Like with Castro, if he's talking too much of letting everybody in type shit. Bro,
Castro finna take all this shit.
Fuck if you the primary.
Nah, everybody want border security and like a stricter immigration policy.
I want immigration to be fair. I want y'all to treat the Haitians and Mexicans the same as y'all treat these illegal Europeans and Germans and shit.
You
that
come
be
from
over
Canada, like,
here.
it's all good.
Your shit expired. Your visa expired. You're a illegal alien, just like Castro them jumping over the border. They're illegal aliens. But I also want the sympathizers to stop and act like, oh, y'all busting in the houses, taking illegal people and deporting them. They fucking illegal. Like, if I'm selling dope out the house, I'm supporting my family. Y'all don't give a fuck. I'm doing something illegal. You know, I'm not bothering you. I ain't touching you. I'm over here doing what I'm doing, destroying my own community, whatever the fuck you think I'm doing. But I ain't bothering you. But it's illegal. So you kick in my door and you deport my ass to a
But
jail.
the thing about it, you know, where they come on Trump sometimes, and it's like sometimes he get, you know, more heat than he should. It's like, okay, now they bust in the house of all them illegals. Now you got children that were born here. What do you do with them? That's where you get your. That's where you get the tough
and that's
answers. What do you do?
And hold on.
They go into the foster system or something.
Hold on, no.
I mean, you say your
they
same thing.
Citizens.
No,
they citizens.
Don't say your same thing.
No,
what happens?
They need to go with their mama them.
No,
They citizens of the United States.
Same thing that happened, Kelvin. Same thing what happened with you. Like he said, if you selling dope, you think it's not kids and stuff. You selling dope, they take your mama and your daddy to jail. Where them kids going?
They going to the foster system. That's what I'm saying. That's where is that where they go?
Or with parents and relatives. And your parents and relatives.
I mean, they can't deport them.
They can't because they're
live here.
citizens.
They gotta go to the
but that's the thing that
You gotta
Trump.
go to the system.
That's something that Trump is talking about repealing. Them anchor baby. You see that anchor baby shit? That was a Democratic move.
That's like what keeps them in there.
And
Like
because I'll go deport you, but see, it's gonna be so either I deport you, and now we got all these kids in the foster. Who gonna adopt these Mexican babies? You know what I mean? Like
white folks.
oh shit. Get Pablo there. But I'm saying like, so they look at it and be like, okay, well, instead of putting the strain on that system, because see, y'all have to understand, the foster care system ain't for brown babies and black babies. The foster care system for white babies. The brown and black babies, that foster care system. And you know why it's not? Because we've seen so many cases of these kids being abused, neglected, they're about to die. And if they black or brown, the caseworker have been there 10, 20 fucking times before something actually happens.
But is that not the case for all foster children, no matter black, white, or brown or purple?
No,
so it's better for white kids? Is that what you're saying?
Because you have to look at the economics of it. Black people can barely take care of themselves a lot of times. So one, if I take in a child, if I can't really take care of that child, I'm only doing it for economic gain. Because everybody had that person.
Because they get paid or something when they
exactly.
do that.
There's always that one lady in the neighborhood that had 5, 6 kids, always rotating through her house like a grown-ass daycare damn near, but she was getting paid to adopt kids. It's not the same as when these white babies begin adopted and they actually, like Colin Kaepernick, good example.
They keep them in their home.
You rarely get those examples where a black person will be raised and blood by white. You know what I mean? Like, you have to raise these kids, not keep them cycling. That's why it's a little bit better for them. So you don't want to put them Hispanics in that system? Fuck it. Keep the Hispanics in the general system. That's going to put a strain on the public schools and the food stamps and all that. Because niggas are in that too. Other minorities are in that too. They don't affect the major system.
Right.
So, I mean, but, you know, when it comes to that immigration stuff and all that, you illegal, you need to go. Sorry, you got the anchor babies.
It's going to be a lot of kids.
So you support repealing the anchor baby
I'm on the fence about it. I'm really on the fence about it.
So if you're born from illegals, then you still shouldn't be a citizen.
Because it's a level, right? Because if you deport my parents and now I'm 16, and I've been here 16 years, I don't even know nothing in Mexico. So, and I only have 1 or 2 years before I'm a legal adult and can decide.
So you think it needs to change a little bit, not repeal it, just change.
Maybe the age, because if you're a baby, or you like 1 to 2 years old, you can go back with your mama then and be raised in Mexico. Like you ain't got no ties.
What about a 5-year-old?
And that's where it gets a little shifty.
Yeah.
You know, because you also have to think about it too. A lot of these kids don't go. Maybe if you already started the school, I don't know. I
ain't trying to talk policy and shit, but you know.
But that's an
interesting topic.
That's a tricky thing. But I just hate hearing that. This is really what I was trying to say is that black people. Let them other groups hold their own nuts. Let's worry about black people and don't be out here marching for illegal immigrants and immigration. Let's march for black people and get some stuff right for us. You know what I mean? Because I don't see it the other way around. Never. Don't say no march. Let's stop marching in 2019.
Well,
whatever we do, it need to be for us. I don't never see it the other way around. I don't never see a coalition.
I don't want to see another march.
Like I see a groups of Hispanics do it, but I don't never see the Hispanics in general saying we got your back when it comes to police brutality and all this. But black people caping. I mean, putting on like that one lady climbed the goddamn Statue of Liberty for immigrants. Remember that lady that climbed the Statue?
Because the Statue of Liberty is a sign for immigrants to come into the country.
For you do that for immigrants.
Fell off and died with her dumb
she got like that, but I'm saying, but you can't do that. But you can't do that for black people. But also, like we talked about before,
it comes full circle.
But she wasn't black. She was an African immigrant. Came in thinking she black. You know what I mean? So they call her a black woman. But she ain't got no ties to us, and she ain't a descendant of a slave, so she don't have that same. She
probably had more ties to the immigrants.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, damn. Immigrants. You got any thoughts on the who you voting for in 2020? Man?
Y'all know I don't fuck with that vote shit.
So you have any thoughts on the candidates?
No,
it don't matter. Not at all. No. So would you be cool with another 4 years of Trump? It don't matter. It could not matter.
Shutdown go like how long y'all really think this government shutdown?
It can't go more than another 2 months. It can't.
When it's already a month.
I said another 2 months. It can't go another 2 months. I'm talking 3 months.
Is when it starts because they already starting to having to cancel all them flights and shit. Like when
it's gonna start affecting the people.
When it start fucking with them people with real money, that's when it's gonna stop. When it start fucking with they shit getting shipped in and all that stuff.
When it start fucking with the middle class. It ain't never gonna fuck with.
First of all,
It ain't never gonna
this-
fuck with the high class because they got too
Ain't
much
no-
money
ain't no
for
middle
the fuck.
class.
No,
though,
I'm
bro.
talking.
What you mean? Yes, if it started
class,
fucking
the
with
middle class are the government workers. Right now, they're middle class.
that ain't a middle class.
What?
What the fuck is middle class?
Yeah,
I'm
what,
middle class.
what does middle class mean then?
I'm middle class.
What does that mean?
Like the motherfuckers who
Yeah.
paying the most taxes, but they not rich, but they paying the most taxes.
Yeah, so you're not paycheck to paycheck.
No, you're not.
If you're paycheck to paycheck, you're not middle class.
I thought paycheck to paycheck
Pay-
was middle class.
No, I think paycheck to paycheck is lower class.
And to, hold on. And to your
I
point,
didn't know they had
see,
one
hold
lower
on,
than that.
and to
I
your
thought it was
point,
just poor.
and that's what I'm saying right there. See, before middle, see now middle class is defined as paycheck to paycheck.
That
This
ain't
is-
middle class.
That's what I thought
Nowadays-
it
How the
was.
fuck is that middle class?
No, you're right. It should, no,
That
it
don't make
shouldn't-
sense.
So
it
what's
shouldn't be-
paycheck to
It
paycheck?
shouldn't be middle
That's
class.
lower class.
No, nigga, lower class ain't got shit. They poor.
No, that's different.
No,
You
No,
got
it's
poor
only-
too.
It's only
You
three
gotta-
classes.
No, it's
prove-
poor. You got poor.
You prove
I
no.
thought-
You
shit.
proving my point though. Middle class shouldn't be paycheck to paycheck, but now the
Nigga,
new
that's not
definition-
middle class.
Then that means the middle class that you're describing is not the middle
I'm the
class.
middle class.
No. Listen, it's not as the lower class is way larger than it used to be. That middle class ain't basically. It's like this: the high class is getting big, the middle class is getting big. The middle class is getting squeezed in between. Like you're a minority now. The middle class used to be America.
Man, the middle class is still America.
No, it's not, bro.
The middle class
If
is
you
holding
Kelvin,
America up.
If you poll 5 people right now, I don't know if we still on live, but if you poll 5 people right now, if God forbid, if them 5 people lose their jobs, like 4 out of the 5.
Okay,
Gonna
that's a
be
good
on the
question.
street.
Middle class should be able to last how long without a paycheck? Just general, just
You supposed to be able to last 3 months. At
That's
least
middle class.
without
That's
a-
middle
Average
class.
middle class, we need last a month.
no. That ain't
That's
average-
not middle class.
Listen, that's not
That's
middle class.
what America
the
is,
average
though.
person.
That's not
can't
middle
do-
class.
that's what
Average
we said.
person.
Average person can't do that, and the average person
Yeah.
used to be middle class. Now the average person is what we're saying. They can't.
guess
I
it's
don't,
lower.
I don't
think
agree
that-
with you guys. That's
think
what I'm
that-
saying.
If you're in the comments right now, please comment. Can you last? If you lost your job, can you last 3 months?
You're supposed to have 3 months emergency fund.
Kelvin, how
You
many
supposed
At
to. That's
minimum.
middle class.
how many people do you
That's-
never had that?
Huh?
A lot of people.
What
never
I'm
had
saying is, if
I ain't gonna lie. I don't have that. You had that, and you had that.
that. How long
3 months.
to pay your rent?
No, pay all bills.
Take care of yourself for 3.
You
lose
gotta
your
pay
job.
all bills. You gotta save enough
Maybe
to
you
pay
can't go
all of
out.
your bills.
Maybe you can't go out.
Yeah, you can't go out, but you can pay all the
I
bills.
don't really
Money.
I don't have much bills, but rent.
Well,
So I can live. I can live for 3 months.
all right. So
One out
listen,
of
I'm
3.
saying if you're not paycheck to paycheck, and you have a mercy fund,
none of
that's
these-
middle class.
None of these. So government workers are all lower class.
I ain't saying all of them. Some of them make a decent amount of money.
But no, but I'm saying
But I'm
majority,
saying a
the
lot of
majority
them,
are like it's been a month, right? A majority of them are all
Like,
breaking down.
Like TSA workers, they make like what 40, 50?
I don't know. Well,
Hell no.
no, hold on. I don't say that's the thing. I don't
They're
think.
not making no.
I don't.
50.
But see,
A
I
lot
don't
of them
think.
like,
I don't think middle
college
class.
kids
I don't
not
think
making
middle
50.
class is a salary thing. I think middle class is what you said, being able to at least last 2 or 3 months
The
without a
average
paycheck.
person can even.
Average
Okay.
person can do that.
Kelvin,
That's fair, but I'm saying that I feel like the middle class holds America up. They
Look.
paying the
No,
most taxes.
bro, there's no middle class no more. Like
There
we-
is a middle class.
That
Where the fuck
percent-
I'm at?
No, you're a minority in the middle. I'm saying this is a minority. The majority of people used to be middle class. What I'm
I
saying
think the
is-
majority. I think
I
that
think the majority is middle class, but the thing is, I think the majority people that are the working force, I think the majority of them, if they were to lose their jobs, they will become the lower or poor class very quickly. Like a lot of people in Atlanta, especially a lot of people live above their means. Like people have really nice jobs, but if they did not have it, they like waiting on their next check. Like if they check didn't come, they'd be on the street because they got these expensive cars, expensive apartments downtown. If they didn't have that, like probably the only reason why you're considered, me and you, I guess,
I'm lower middle class.
yeah, the only reason why we're not considered a little bit lower is because we don't live above our means.
Nah, we don't.
But if we did, like if we had fancy cars and stayed downtown, like if we wouldn't be able to. I know I don't have that much in savings, not to apply for that, but staying out here, I'm good. But that's why I said we are.
You right. You right, Kelvin. You right.
What?
As far as like the range when it comes to like middle class range, like as far as like the number, but I think that's the issue. That's just a big ass range.
Yeah.
Between 40,000 and 140,000 is middle class.
Was
Uh-huh.
the I wouldn't even say it was that low. I was, but
100,000 in between. That's a big
I
range.
think like that's, and I don't even want to say majority. I just feel like they're paying the most taxes. Like most of the taxes I feel like comes from that class than the rich, because they find all the cuts, and the poor don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
So I feel like they are the country.
Okay, so maybe
I'm coming from a tax perspective.
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Where they're paying for a majority.
When do
but
we?
they're very like the
And that's because you
most,
single with no kids too.
Hmm?
That's because you single with no kids.
Yeah.
So,
Because
yeah,
you got to think
you pay a
the
lot of
average
taxes.
the average person is making in America probably making what
40.
Nigga, we can this census information. We
Yeah,
got
I'm
down
aware.
40,
What's
50.
the average?
Okay, if you making 40, 50,
Average.
first of all,
salary.
to be totally honest, I don't know how you could support a family like multiple kids off 40, 50.
The median household income in the United States in starting to 2015, 56,000.
You
And
can't
this- and
support
what
no
I'm
3
looking at
kids
was
out that
2018,
shit.
so it's
You and your
43.
kids
Oh,
will
okay.
die. You and your kids will die for the week out.
I mean, bro, I feel like
No, but it's so you're saying the means living between.
yeah. When I first
lot
moved
of
to
people live
Atlanta,
abroad,
I was
man.
making 30,000 a year. When I first moved to Atlanta, I honestly don't feel like my lifestyle has changed that much since I was making
But you
30,000.
single with no kids.
I mean
So
that hasn't changed since I was
That's
making
smart.
30,000.
That's smart,
But I'm
though.
saying I don't feel like hell. I feel like I was going out more when we was making 30,
Probably
40,000
was. Probably
was.
was.
than I am now. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's definitely a lifestyle thing. How much money do you just spend on the
The
regular and
average
shit like
person though is living above their means. Because if you think
that? That's crazy.
if they're what did y'all say the average salary was?
43.
43.
43, like, and we're able to save here and there, but it's just like if some shit happens and you weren't able to, like, you weren't getting another check,
Oh, but you know
like
what?
you would be fucked up.
That shit
You know,
crazy.
in my mind, I'm not even.
That shit
thinking-
crazy.
I'm thinking one person this whole. So in my
Yeah,
mind,
if you got a family,
so that means 80, right? 'Cause
Yeah, it's two people.
but what if two people in the household ain't working?
That's what. See that. That's my thing.
Well,
I feel
somebody
like.
gotta fucking
But
shake
look,
something.
So
No,
I'm saying middle
it-
class. Middle class should you to me. If you're middle class, that means somebody should be able to stay at home and take care of the kids.
You think so?
In a middle class situation,
I don't think they factor that shit. I don't
Bruh,
think that's how I
mid-
factor in.
middle-
They factor in both
I'm just
parents
saying,
work.
In America, right? Middle class to me used to come off as your dad can work, your mom could work part time to be able to take care of the kids. You can afford a house, 2 cars, a summer vacation.
No, but that's what
I don't
but
know how
see,
many people
to
can do
me
that.
though in
Nah,
America,
man.
that's what's wrong with America because that's realistic for
That's
American
basic. That's
family.
basic.
And what happens is
Talking about
you-
stay at home the whole time.
I
No,
said
I'm
part-time.
talking about
I said
both
part-time.
parents.
Are you
like-
saying they work part time?
No,
Yeah.
dad work full time, mom work part time.
Okay, okay.
Not even if they both was working full time, if they working and they work their whole lives and you work every day, to me that's middle class. Like you're the working middle. To me, middle is the working class. Y'all working, y'all paying the taxes, and then you got the wealthy folks that's got the middle class working for them.
So what
And,
class is the mom stay at home? Or that any class can do that?
You saying her by herself?
Like the father, like at what class?
they
It's not a
what
class, it's a family. It's,
what-
it's
no,
not
what class-
one individual.
What class
Yeah.
can you? What class can you live off of one income? That's what I mean.
That's middle.
Okay.
I think any class you can live off one income. It just depends on like
Yeah.
how your lifestyle is.
Yeah.
I
I feel
did
like-
it at 30,000. That's below. That's below middle
But
class.
I mean family wise, like it's
I
two
feel like
kids,
the
a
average.
mom
I
and a
feel like
dad.
that's the average American family is the mom and dad work, and you work your whole fucking life, and you live most of the time check to check, maybe to put your kids through school. Like that's average
That shit's
to me.
scary.
But that's not middle class to me. That's not middle class.
No, but
to
I
me.
feel like that's American. I feel like that's middle or the normal. That's I guess it's not really middle. It's the majority class. That's what average person is. Like
That's why I feel like-
everybody in the family, you're working check to check, and then you got the wealthy people who the majority of middle class works for them, and then you got the poor people that's not doing shit. As far as paying taxes and all that
But
stuff
they
like that.
depending more on the government.
And they're dependent on the government, and the government gets their money from that middle or
From the
majority
middle
class.
You
that
paying
pays
for the lower class, man.
and the wealthy folks is getting all the tax breaks and all the other shit.
Man, look, man, I was going like today I was going through savings and shit. Like I was like, I need to get more organized more efficient with my savings. So that's why me and
shit make work money.
That's why me and Jennifer going through all my shit, right? We're going through all my shit, like looking at shit, like, okay, what is this? What is that? You know, I got like a $20 going here every week and shit. She's like, well, what the fuck is that for? I'm like, I don't know, shit. I just did it because I thought it was smart to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to like, you know, like consolidate all that shit. So it's like I can see the benefit, right? So, and I'm just now doing this I'm 33 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Hey, J23 is coming. But and she said in the comments, he feel like he need to save more now. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I don't know why we don't like prepare for the worst.
And you're really not even saving, because the worst is that what you gonna do, because you could have 20,000 in the bank, but worst case scenario, some shit happened to the dollar, your 20 pieces of paper. What the fuck?
That's like
Shout out to
extreme.
Kimball, we know where we going.
That's extreme now.
I mean,
we ain't taking it that.
If that
even-
dollar ain't worth no more, I'm calling the Kimball.
But even not really even that is I've heard too many stories now about like survival, like you were saying, like that's real, like the survival jump. What would you do? Because let's say some crazy shit happened and they shut down the grocery store. What can you do with your $20,000? Like, you got to make your money work for it. Like the people, the wealthy folks, if y'all ever have conversations with them, their money is making money.
Always.
You can't just leave your shit sitting in the bank, get your little interest, you know.
Interest is where it's at. That's how you become a millionaire.
I mean, when I said
compound interest,
you gotta have your shit moving in different ways. You can't just have it
the
sitting.
way for us
saying
regular
the
people to become millionaires, that's it.
He's saying the same thing.
Nah,
Just saying
you
put
ain't
it.
just have-
But he's saying make it work. But that faster vehicle, how? That faster vehicle is how you lose it.
Stocks,
That faster vehicle,
investments,
But
now all of it, you still have your savings, but you can't just have all your money sitting in the savings account.
nah, you gotta diversify and all
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
what I'm
I ain't
saying.
talking about the savings
diversify
account.
your portfolio.
You want to come on?
You want to
Talk
tell us about how you should diversify?
Reggie,
How you should diversify? Hey, how should we diversify?
You come over here and get
our
on.
portfolio?
Come on. We got a money expert coming. Yeah. So jump. So what? So Ian, I want you to say your last statement. Then I want you to respond.
what I was
to it.
saying is a lot of people say, "Oh, I should just save," and I said you can't just have $5, $10, $20,000 just sitting in the bank. You got to do something with that shit. Like it shouldn't just be shit sitting there. Like it's not doing nothing.
So what should we do with that
You
money?
should have. Now I do feel like everybody should have a fund where you're like, I don't touch this shit. But like the people that I know that's making money, they invest in this shit.
Yeah.
First of all,
We need to know.
I could hear
Introduce
you guys in the
yourself.
other room.
Let everybody know
I'm
what you do.
Jennifer. So hi,
I
I'm
heard you
Jennifer.
sneezing too.
I searched whatever. I was doing work. Right. So hi, friends. My name is Jennifer, and I'm the creator of ADLT 101. And so I help students and young adults with, personal finance and personal development. So this is what I do. I love to talk about money. So I came out of the other room to come talk about money.
She just happened to be walking by.
That's fine. Literally in the house.
Just in the neighborhood.
Anyway, that's fine. What you said is very valid. But I could hear what y'all was saying. And Kelvin, you're not in the middle class.
I am
You're-
the middle class.
You're like upper middle class. Like let's be
Ooh.
really.
Bougie.
You are upper middle class.
Cut that check, bruh.
You're upper middle class.
If y'all heard
and
the
you
last
have a
podcast,
lot
Kelvin
of
should be cutting the check.
privilege in like how you
I'm
do.
definitely lower middle class.
There's no way in the world.
At least it's middle
But
class. Then
no.
don't say lower. You're just
You're
middle
black.
class.
Just
You're middle
because
class.
just because everyone that you work with makes more than you, that's your. But you're talking about the country. Like you live in this bubble where you make the lowest, but you talk about the country.
We just saw what middle
40
class
to
was.
134,000. Middle class.
And so what I said was that you was upper middle class. So my statement still stands anyway. So anyway, we're gonna correct that first.
So the money,
And
so
then
the money be working. Should
and
we be moving
then-
with the money?
yeah, so that's very true. So I mean, I think middle class, like you said, is lower than this. And so people who are in the middle class kind of like do pay a lot, like end up paying like more taxes or things or whatever because like of how it's set up. But you should like how you set up, like you're like you were saying with having the $20,000 just sitting there, you definitely could invest it. And investing, there's lots of different ways to invest the money though. So a lot of times the first people's like method of defensive investing is retirement. So if you haven't put anything towards retirement, you probably would do that first. A lot of people like to talk about like trading and all this other like buying individual stocks and stuff, but that's more of like the sexier things. But if you can get $20,000 sitting in your account, like you doing well, way better than the majority of people in this country. So I think that's great.
So paycheck to paycheck is what level in the country? It's lower class, right?
I think you could be. You can't say that you're middle class because you pay paycheck to paycheck. You could be making $200,000 and still be living paycheck to paycheck. There's a lot of people who do that. So it's just like the paycheck to paycheck is not really a good indicator of being middle class or not.
Well, if you making 200,000,
It's,
that means you mismanaging some money.
yeah, you're mismanaging money, but
Yeah.
you're not middle class.
No, well, that makes sense now. The only reason I brought up the paycheck thing is because of the government shutdown, and it made me think and realize,
Yeah.
like, damn, it's a lot of people that because they can't even get a check, they're like their whole lives are changing now. Like, it's been a month, and there's some people that's losing houses, losing cars.
I know.
You know what I mean? And I don't know how much they're getting paid, but like to your point, now I just click. You're right. You could be getting paid $200,000 a week, and you missing all these paychecks, and because how you're living your means, you could be losing that mansion.
Making 200,000, you should be good still. You should have.
Kelvin,
No, you're right. I mean, I feel the same way too.
How many athletes and entertainers do you know that go
Exactly.
broke and they make
And
millions?
they make millions.
But I don't think they go
That's
broke.
actually
I
a
think they just
fact.
don't want to live back
Nah,
to where
they-
because real talk, bro. If we
Folks
living like
that
how we
go-
living now,
to-
I can live comfortably on
But listen, I'm
100,000
talking
a year.
about. Listen,
Perfect.
you know how we've lived.
Perfect.
Kelvin talked about how
I'll be
when
good
he
with
first came.
75,000.
Listen, Kelvin talked about when he first came to Atlanta how he was only making 30. But what I always tell people, if you can't manage making $30,000 a year, you can't manage making
Ooh,
300.
you better preach, Pastor.
Yeah, that
you
was-
better
That's
use
actually
what God
really
done
good. You said a
gave you.
good statement.
This ain't basic logic no more.
It's
That was a
advanced
good
logic.
statement.
It's advanced logic season
Advanced
2.
podcast.
Season
Advanced
2,
logic.
baby. Y'all heard what my man said. You better use what God gave you. You can't appreciate the little. How are you gonna get the lot?
Oh my God.
Why the fuck? What is he looking at? The camera?
Yeah,
Why he
nigga,
keep
that's
doing
the
that,
camera.
kid?
Talking to camera.
Talk to the people.
Boom, boom, boom.
You seen Corey Ho. No.
Oh my God.
But
No,
but
but
you're right.
yeah, that's why I said like, and it's so many people who do go broke because it's so many people who I can just use Atlanta as an example. It's people you got to think. Let's say you is making about $75,000-$80,000 a year, which I feel like is very good money.
Mm-hmm.
But if your condo you stay in, your rent is 3 bands, $3,500. Your utilities, internet, cable, and all that stuff is another 15.
Nigga, what the fuck is they doing? Where they living?
That's a lot, bro.
Nigga, that's crazy.
$1,500 for internet and
move.
cable. Internet and cable and bills.
Downtown.
Kelvin, what you think these folks paying? And not downtown Atlanta. Folks is staying downtown
You-
Chamblee,
on utilities?
downtown
Crazy, my
Duluth.
nigga.
What you
Ain't
think
nobody
they
paying
rent?
stack on
Crazy.
utilities.
What you think they rent is?
Downtown
crazy,
Duluth.
my
That's a
nigga.
thing.
Yeah, in Berkeley Lakes or
Crazy.
Swanee.
Your numbers
Them-
are off.
them
That's all I'm
Yankee
saying.
What? Go look
I'm just
at
saying your numbers are
Kelvin.
off.
Go look at
I
them
mean,
apartments.
that's
Go
not
look at
the
them
point that he
apartments.
was trying to make.
You live
I'm
beyond
just
your means.
saying,
I got caught in
and,
detail.
and maybe okay. Let me say okay. I say about let me be more realistic. Maybe it's around 22.
I see you,
Is that-
Jameson.
is that more really-
Jameson,
20
you upper class.
So 20. You paying $2,200 for rent.
Jameson.
Your utilities and I'm
Upper.
upper,
yeah.
upper, you get that manna.
you paying $2,200 for rent. Your utilities probably is around like $1,000 when you include like cable, internet, power, all that shit.
Yes, nigga.
Your car note is another.
Why they got a car note?
They stay down. It's Atlanta. You think these new cars?
Let's get to what you're.
No, but I'm just
trying to
saying
say.
like your expenses. Let's say because to me,
Going back.
if you was making how many? It's what?
You said
If you was
75, 80.
listen. If
Carry
you was
the
making
one.
75, 80, which I feel like is we can all agree is decent money.
Decent.
If you like, let me break this down again. Rent. Let's do even numbers.
Please.
There you go. There you go.
Let's do even numbers. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Oh my
Rent
God.
is listen, Linda. Rent is 2 bands.
This is math class.
Utilities is around
Why you
1,000.
going through this again?
Cause I want to say I want to finish it.
Oh my God.
Rent is 2. Utilities is around
Oh,
a
God.
stack. Your car note is around 400 or 500, which is average for most people to have a newer car
That's
with a car.
not good.
Nigga,
Bro,
was that
that's
not your?
terrible.
Was that not your car note at the time?
Your credit.
Shut up.
I had 20% interest rate.
You think you
Bro,
think you the only dumb person?
That's young, bro.
That's like-
if I'm making
yeah.
at the time I'm making 75, I'm not paying 400 on a car note.
What you think these people's car notes is on a regular car like a Nissan Altima? What you
Two-
think it is?
250.
What you think it is?
Y'all, what is
What
the
you-
point of
what's
your
your point?
comment?
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, y'all keep debating. Y'all trying
Damn.
to. You could go back in the room. I'm
I have one
saying
more
your
question for you,
people's
Lil.
car. That's what people. And then insurance on a brand new car is still around for full coverage here in Atlanta. Another $300-400 right there. So I'm just saying you're probably spending on expenses every month around $5,000 or $6,000. If you don't have your job anymore, that's what you were paying. You lose everything now. So you're not able to save because even though you're making that amount, my point is, even though you're making all that money, you're spending as much as you can.
So
So,
what
it
did-
doesn't.
what did
You
you
could
do-
be living check to.
So what did you do with that extra 20,000? If I'm spending 5,000 a month and I'm making 80, what did you do with that?
You're not,
leftover?
if you're making 80, you're not making 20,000 a month.
No, I said, what am I doing with that extra 20,000? If my expenses are 60,000 for that year, and I'm making 80,000, like my burn. This is basically what you're saying. Is my burn
And
rate.
you
is
don't bring home
60,000.
8. You don't bring home 80. The
Yeah,
taxes
taxes.
eating the rest of that shit.
Bring home about damn 50.
Yeah, the taxes eating the rest. That's why I said that's how when he was like, if you making that much money, like niggas do it because you got to think if you're in a higher tax bracket, you're gonna do different shit. Like Kelvin was like, Kelvin thinks that's a lot for a car note. That's that. Like, how much you think these nice cars that niggas drive in Atlanta cost?
But to your
These
point,
Mercedes and these Range Rover, how much you think these niggas car notes is? These and a lot of niggas is leasing shit
though, but
here in Atlanta. How much you think? Jen, you in finance? How much the average person you think paying for their car note?
I think it depends on.
What's the average car?
but-
And I'm in the car shit, so I know how much niggas pay for car shit. And insurance,
Car pro.
insurance is high, nigga. Like insurance, full coverage insurance, you paying about $250, $300.
yeah, one shorty said her shit
The
more than
average monthly car loan payment in the U.S.
400.
was $530 for new vehicles.
Ooh.
And $381 for
Regular
used.
cars.
God
Fuck y'all talking about?
That's why he run that motherfucking car
It's
shit,
logic in
nigga.
this bitch.
You said,
Thank
nigga,
you,
nigga,
I
what?
can't even question him no more.
Nigga, what?
Thank you, Ian, for sharing your.
But all right,
budget.
but to your point though, and this is what I was getting at the last podcast. I'm saying like at least for black men to come together and get strategies right, because I feel like that's what other races are doing. They're learning these tax loopholes and teaching each other those games. Like I didn't learn that game until about like a year and a half ago when I joined like Brothers United, and they explained like how taxes can help you, especially in my condition because I am a non-custodial single parent, right? It'd behoove me to start my own business and do certain things. They don't just teach you that in school. They don't teach you like, good example, writing off your house as a business expense, writing off coffees and drinks and
Apartment.
yeah, all that's
that,
very
like-
important.
And I
like
be
we
on
should
it.
we
I'm
should
writing all that shit
yeah,
off.
so like we need to be teaching each other these skills and learn. That's what I be talking about when it's like, okay, unless I'm up here, I'm not even talking to nobody down here about how to do this. But when I went to that Brothers United meeting, I asked the brother like, hey man, how y'all niggas getting remarried and got extra kids and y'all was on child support? I'm struggling, and they broke the game down to me. And I was like, oh,
Gave them tips, boy.
gave me them tips, but they don't teach you that. And I know other races, like I told you, the Asian man, that's part of their culture. You start a business. Every Asian man starts a business. That's part of their culture, whether you get a job or not. You start a business.
So you think we need more businesses?
We need, yes. Everybody should LLC some.
I
Bro,
don't
if
think-
you
I don't
but listen,
think
hold
we
on.
need that.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you read Sam Walton's book, Made in America, that's a great book, y'all. Sam Walton, LLC, the family name. Once he LLC the family name, he put all his kids in as like members as part of the business and stuff. That's why their money is set up the way it is because it's not personal, it's business money. It's,
I got
you know, I can play with this money because you know how businesses are a separate entity. Then I got personal money. So I mean, we should be strategic in doing that. But I just had one last question for Jen as a
because we started with the savings. I think.
Yeah.
For me, okay.
When it comes to financial advising, because I had this question the other day, because me and my partners was talking about this, right? Do you know how when you do like therapy and you know like the mental therapy and all that stuff, you know how how doctors have to sign these oaths and say, hey, I'm talking to this person about their problem. I can't talk about it outside of this. Do financial advisors sign something similar to that? Like, because
yeah, it's like client privilege. So I mean, financial advisor
Like if I come to you and you see how fucked up I am, you go out here and tell somebody my business. Can you get sued? Like how if I go to a therapist and tell them how fucked up I am, and they go out here and tell my business, they can get sued. I just want
got a specific
Yeah.
story to tell.
I'm just wondering because we were
that's
talking
the
about
truth.
that. Like
That ain't
Why-
put my business out there.
I had to correct the last, but no, but that's true. Yeah, so it's like client privilege. You can't just, and you usually sign like when you first start working with them, like an agreement to say, oh, okay, these are the terms and conditions around it, and like what you're able to share. And so yeah, that's what financial advisors usually their objective is to sell you investments and stuff. So they might not even know all that about you. I think people confuse financial advisors and financial educators in a different space. So like I'm a financial educator. Like I teach people about stuff, and financial advisors will come to you and they'd be like, hey,
holding somebody money.
they're like, no, well, they're just like, oh, like they get paid off of selling you an investment. So they're going to say, oh, okay, buy this stock, buy this thing.
Products.
Yeah,
You
they
don't sell products.
No, I just teach about credit, budget.
So if I come to
empowers people.
So if I come to you with 5,000, you'll tell me what to do with it. If I come to them with 5,000, they'll probably be like,
You're gonna sell your product and say, put this in the
yeah, they'll be like, buy this specific investment. I'll be like, oh, you can consider like look at the
You'll
expense
look at their
ratio,
life.
look at the whatever. It's different. It's like they have less of a vested interest than to talk to you about like your budget or your credit. And some of them do, like
You're
financial
like Dave
advisors.
Ramsey.
Yeah, actually, exactly like
Perfect
Dave
example.
Ramsey. He's
Dave
really
Ramsey, that's
really
a great
big in the
book,
industry.
man. Help me get my shit together.
There's also a lot
white
of
man
people
gave me
of
that book,
color who are not Dave Ramsey who talk about it too.
A lot of people in that space, man.
Ooh.
A lot of people of color in that space.
Like I know so many
She
people.
knows
They're my
so many
friends.
people.
Like, what do you mean?
No. Listen.
There's
So at
so
the radio
many.
at the radio station, right? It's a guy that has his own financial education and all this, and he was saying it's such a shortage in black
In
people.
comparison, yes,
Being-
but there are a
he's,
lot.
because he's certified. So yeah, that's interesting. Maybe y'all need to because he's looking to actually pay for some of these people your certification because he wants to grow his firm with black people because it's like going to a black therapist. You go to a white therapist, they can't relate to. I've been to a white therapist before and try to talk to them about black shit. They look at you like, they'll listen, but they don't understand why.
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry, Jerome.
yeah, they don't understand why. You know what I mean? But when you go to a black therapist, they know like, yeah, I seen brother get shot last night. I understand you might be tripping.
Man, I want to
You
try
know?
that therapy shit out, man.
Yeah, miss a therapy.
I ain't never did
Yeah,
that.
bro, everybody should go.
My therapy is 2K.
Exactly. That's why this nigga like he is now. He think the game gonna solve
And
all
you
his
work a
problems.
good job. They'll pay for your therapy for free. EAP. They always do.
doing
You
that
got a job,
bullshit.
you get
Yes,
free.
you have that too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everybody EAP.
I ain't know nothing about that.
It's free.
But
You get 3 to 5 free sessions.
I had no idea.
Let 'em know.
But yeah, it just opened up to a strange.
Must
It
be
takes
late. I'm
it
tired.
take too long. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, last thing I would say on this saving shit is I mean, get your emergency fund set up ASAP, man. Like that's the first thing you should get set up.
Sell some dope.
I mean, do whatever you gotta do. Get your emergency fund. Once you get your emergency fund, get out of the dope business and work your regular job. But in case some shit go bad, you need 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses saved up and ready to go just in case shit hit the fan. You should be able to find a new job, a new gig in 3 to 6 months
Jameson
already.
Cool, bro.
Hey, James the plug man. What you talking about?
You see it in the cruise.
What he say? Basically,
Bro, Jameson cool, bro.
what? Oh yeah, Jameson the man. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out Coaching Conversations podcast, man,
yeah.
and his live streams, man. This shit always live, educational and funny.
I can't wait till that.
I watched it with him
presidential
too,
election. We
man.
do something
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
we doing the Grammys live, man. So y'all wanna watch the Grammys
Hold on, is
with
that
the
what, Alicia
podcast crew?
Keys? Alicia Keys.
I don't know.
Alicia Keys hosting the Grammys.
Keys.
Is she?
Yeah.
Bro, I used to love Lisa Keys. She was like right under
Bruh.
Melissa Ford and Maya.
Have you ever seen her interviews and shit?
She probably not the best
She ain't
interview.
got no
Probably
personality,
retarded.
bro.
Yeah, okay. I still like her. Anyway.
She can sing, but I need you to
She can
host.
sing. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, man, get them savings up, man. Look into investments, man. Learn the basics if you can, man, 'cause I'm still trying to learn everything. Get my shit. Like I said, I want my shit efficient as
I
possible.
want to learn these tax loopholes. 'Cause I know it's more into
They are-
like writing
bruh.
shit off. And,
Yeah.
It be too much, man.
Yeah, so
like, all these receipts and shit.
but all that's kind of lined up together because you can get benefits from, you know, putting your money in certain accounts and bringing your income level down so you're in a different tax bracket and shit. That's what we were talking about earlier. So
That's what the rich people be doing.
they know all the it's the knowledge, man.
Tax planning.
Tax planning is what she said.
Tax
You didn't hear.
planning. Sauce. She give
But-
y'all a little bit of sauce. You gotta
Yeah,
pay for the
yeah.
rest
Y'all
of it.
got to pay. Hey,
Yeah,
but
pay
y'all
for the
check
rest
her
of
out, ADLT101.com. You can find her on social medias, ADLT101, Twitter, Instagram,
Sauce.
all that shit, man. Hey, you say you want to put more in your 401k, I guarantee she can find more savings you can have, man.
She got drip for sale, y'all.
Bruh.
She got drip for sale.
Bruh,
You got new pliers?
don't get it.
These are new pliers?
No.
Bro, after this, you gonna play that video.
Alright.
That drip for sale, boy. I got drip for sale. Hey, I got drip for sale. Hey, pliers killing that
Hey,
shit.
man, we're going to wrap these up with some last words, man. My man, Advanced Logic, what you got?
I got shit. I'm tired, ball.
He all out of juice, y'all. All right, Mr. Key, what's up?
Hey, man, we got drip for sale. Straight up. You know, the sauce ain't free.
Hey, man, we give you these jewels.
Except at Chick-fil-A, they will give you extra sauce.
Yeah, but you like Zaxby's over here. You get that one free, 25 cents for the next.
I like Zach sauce.
Zaxby's is cool, but you ain't fucking with Chick-fil-A.
I'm talking about the price. Charging
You talking about the sauce?
I'm talking about charging for the sauce.
They charge for sauce at Chick-fil-A?
No, at Zaxby's, nigga. You don't.
Oh, they charge extra?
Bro, you don't get one Zax sauce.
Oh, you can't ask for two?
50 cents.
50
I'm
cents.
like,
Wow.
They never budge.
drop
on
me one.
The only reason why I got free Zax sauce the other day is because they ran out of celery, and I just tried it. I said, well, y'all ain't no celery. Give me extra Zax sauce. and they went to the manager for it. They were like, hey, he asked for Zax sauce because ain't no celery. She's like, just give it to him.
They will not put no celery. They didn't put no celery in my shit last time. I was
Ask
like,
for that
I eat
Zax
the
sauce
celery.
instead.
Yeah, I'm going to get that.
Bruh, y'all is tripping. Yes. Hey, the
Your
nigga.
man is Zach
Hey,
sauce.
hey, the nigga come out at the end of the podcast. Hey, but yeah, wrapping up, man. We're gonna do the Grammys live, man. So y'all make sure y'all fuck with the stream. We're gonna be watching this shit live. We probably gonna be on the couch for that. But it's gonna be
Is Grammys music or movies?
music. But it should be dope because there was a lot of crazy good music this year. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Make sure y'all follow the Instagram page, man. It's brand new. We got about 15 follows. We want to bring that up to 16 after the podcast. Come on. 5 stars on iTunes. Wherever you see this shit, we on Spotify, we on Stitcher, Google Play, everywhere, man. So did I miss anything? Facebook page. We got a Facebook group.
So shout outs. If y'all commenting, you gonna start doing
Yeah, we want to go to the comments section. We should have a comment section. Oh yeah, we want to do a Q&A every month. I want to do a Q&A every
I'm
month.
scared of y'all last Q&A. I don't know if I'm ready.
He was watching. He gonna call out sick, bro.
I'm sick, boss. Another sick day.
He all in the comments. Y'all wildin'.
All in the video.
Right, but appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We'll be back with another episode every Tuesday. Peace.
Happy birthday, Calvin.
Hey.
And it's your birthday.
I'm telling you.